Alright, let's see this body cam.
Nah.
Let's see what this dweeb did.
How are you, bro?
When an entitled YouTuber...
Well, we know what he did, but I mean how he handled the
They
officers.
decide to bring him in, but they are unaware of the lengths he's willing to go to turn this situation into content. It is around 3 a.m. on the morning of Saturday, November 15th, 2025, and these Miami Beach police officers stationed on Washington Avenue in Miami Beach, Florida, have reached their patience limit with 22-year-old YouTuber Jack Doherty.
God, looking like that at 22 is so unfortunate. He actually looks like a 12-year-old boy. That's brutal, man. That looks like something you'd see in your middle school yearbook. He also runs like an OnlyFans agency or some shit, too. Imagine Boss Baby being the person handling your paychecks. Eek.
Jack Doherty, who broke away from his group and attempted to engage officers to create content for his channel in the middle of the roadway, creating a safety hazard. Despite multiple warnings, Jack continued recording the video, even ignoring his friends as they told him to stop. As a final warning, officers told him that they would...
Also, I always like to highlight these guys as well, because I think they're even more pathetic than the main clown, because they do this for nothing. I bet this guy doesn't even get paid to hold the camera for Jack Doherty's dog shit streams. I bet he just does it because he tries to suckle some clout out of it. I bet he does it for the love of the game. Oh, Jack, do you need someone to hold your cock while you pee? Yeah, I'll do it. No, you don't need to pay me. The same thing with all the pranksters and shit. All the pranksters who have their friends run into the, like, fast food places with them, they do not see a penny of the revenue that the person makes.
Arrest him if he didn't comply, to which Jack replied, "Once I'm done with this, bet." And now, as officers move to make good on that warning, they have no idea that Jack is far from done recording them on this day.
What? No. I got him. Hey, yo, you don't want to go neither. Back up. I'm just saying I got him. Back up.
Nice work, bodyguard.
Back up.
What a hero. He's like actually Spider-Man the way he tried to step in there and save Jack.
You want to go with him? Go to the sidewalk now. Okay.
No, I'm chilling.
Now.
You want to be funny? We tell you to get on the street, go on the street.
All right, I'm getting out.
Who the you think you are, bro?
I'm getting out the street.
No, you're not. Like, after I do it, who the are you, bro?
I was trying to walk up the street, but
doesn't matter, bro. All you had to do was get in the sidewalk. That's it. You want to?
Oh, Jack.
Yo, you should have got your man out the road. I was trying to.
Now, as officers proceed to search him, they immediately find even more reasons to take him to jail, but Jack only sees it as another content opportunity, something the officers have yet to realize.
Hey, free Jack!
Who just said that? Like, who actually said that unironically? You should arrest that guy for public cringe. That's worse than indecent exposure out here on the streets, yelling free Jack Doherty. Put that man in cuffs ASAP. He is too much of an embarrassing loser to be part of civilized society. Lock that guy's ass up too.
Oh, good.
Chill. Can I take that off and give it to someone? Wait, no, you can't take it off like that. Wait, let me take it. Can I take it off for you? You have to like slide it off your wrist, like so you can't take it off anyway.
Jeez, big man, you gotta go
take it off.
MDNA?
It's in the.
I'll check it out. There's also.
But no, you really can't take it off that way, sir.
Jack's got all the cool stuff in his Batman utility belt.
No.
Oh wow!
MDNA?
Motherfucker. They're funny, bro. Like, listen, I'm not even doing that. Listen, I get you. I'm just telling you. I know. We told them a bunch of times. No. It's not even that. No, you're cool. I was telling you genuinely. I apologize on his behalf.
Why? Brother, you're getting paid to be his bodyguard, not his dad. Why are you apologizing on his behalf, bro? Just go on the sidewalk. You'll get your paycheck later. You don't have to be clown yourself like this for Jack. Just get the fuck out of here, man.
Bro, I get you. You're still irritated by it. I'm not tripping. I'm just letting you know. That's not where I'm coming from. That's not where I'm coming from. I got you. That's good, bro.
Can we get my watch or someone or no?
What is? Oh, the watch.
But you have to like untake. You have to.
I got you.
Yeah, thank you. Can you tell him to pull up here, my friend?
He can take it off. He can take the watch off 05. We'll do it at the station.
But real cut.
He's afraid of not getting fired for defending him from the cops. That's true. I didn't even stop to consider that. Jack Doherty is such a fucking lobotomite. I bet he would blame his bodyguard for that. Why didn't you beat up the cops, dude? You're fired. I didn't even think of that. So now that behavior makes a little bit more sense. Did not even consider that, because any normal, rational person, that wouldn't even be a thought that would cross their mind. But you have to throw that out the window when talking about Jack Doherty.
Move it on station.
No.
Is this going to be like a timeout thing?
No, he's going to jail.
You really going to take it?
No, it's not the
No,
Come on, let's get the road. Come on.
I'm just asking.
Let us in.
I'm just asking so he get an idea what is going on.
No, he's going to jail.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like, yeah, that's how we got to learn. That's how we got to learn.
With officers finding 3 hand rolls.
It is how we gotta learn, unfortunately.
And half of an orange
Jack Doherty
oval-shaped
has to
pill
learn it the
marked with
hard
a
way,
3,
hopefully.
Consistent with a Schedule 2 amphetamine, Jack is immediately brought to the station. And this is where his entitled behavior leads him to pull another move that he will soon regret.
There's no way he keeps up this machismo in the police station while looking like a Boy Scout. There's not even cameras rolling, Sack Dorky. Why even bother, man? I thought for sure the body cam would just have him like completely abandon the tough guy persona. There's no way. There's no way he tries to puff out his chest.
You'll ask them when you get a chance to.
How long will it take?
I don't know. As soon as the judge call you in, then you'll be fine.
With respect to me, so I'm not trying to like be a dickhead, Is there any chance to answer the question?
I'll answer it later on. Sorry.
Can't let you know how long it'll take.
He doesn't want to talk to you, Jack. Nobody does unless they're paid to be around you.
What? Probably no. Probably tomorrow. Maybe. Oh no. This is just a pit stop. All right, come on.
How are you guys?
How are you?
Pretty good, man.
All right.
Cool now,
I'm sorry.
You guys sound like
gotta
my,
listen, man,
my
bro.
friend. But,
We got you.
no worries. You have the right to remain silent. Everything you will, right? Because no one said that thing.
We're not questioning you.
Oh, really?
It's kind of how it works. Just face that way for me, please.
That's right.
Yes, stuff like that.
Are your guys' body cams going?
Oh, he's trying to farm off the body cams. Oh my god, he's such a loser. Holy shit. Oh my god, it's actual bottom of the barrel.
Right. Alright, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to remove the handcuff from you. Listen.
Oh, yeah.
And then take all your jewelry out.
Okay.
Socks, sneakers, put it on top of the counter. Yes?
Top of the, what?
Counter.
This might seem like a simple order, but to Jack, it's about protecting his jewelry, and he won't even hesitate to instruct officers on how to preserve it.
I'm knocking out tonight.
Unfortunately now, brother.
When do you think I will?
Tomorrow's Saturday, hopefully tomorrow.
Okay, hopefully. Hopefully.
They don't want to be around you either, man.
Sorry.
So yeah, hopefully.
So OCD and shit.
I guess you are.
Oh, this shit scratched my shit up. Nah, I'm suing.
Yeah, alright, you think,
I
bro?
got insurance on these
Huh.
shit now, you know what I'm saying?
Take the jewelry off, please.
What do I do with this, you know?
Take everything off.
You guys can be like careful with it, you know?
Yeah, of course, man.
I'm so OCD, bro. It's delicate.
Alright, everything got documented, you know.
Alright, cool. No, it's not even about that. It's like, you can't like bend it, you know?
His friends outside?
I don't know.
Because I think he wants to hand that over to them.
Can I call him? I'll do anything to give him this so it doesn't have to be here. Like, please.
No, go here.
Just my jewelry. I'll do anything.
I'm down for that. Let him. He got his phone, right?
Yeah, it's right here.
Make a phone. Let him make a phone call.
Thank you.
And
Oh, they're being so nice to him.
listen, boss man, Jack.
Yes, sir.
When you give him the order, dog, you gotta do that. Like you could have avoided all of this.
I know. I wish I could have. But like, right when I was getting that order, I turned around and boom, my security guard was there. But like it was. I know. I'm not gonna like make excuses, you know.
Have
Yeah.
him come to the station. And
Yo, you want to come to this? You got my location?
Just give me the address.
How come? Dave has the location, but you can pick up my
11 Street,
jewelry.
Washington Avenue.
Why does Jack always rub his tummy? That's something I've noticed. When he crashes his car, he's rubbing his tummy. When he's getting arrested, he's rubbing his tummy. Why does he do that? I don't really get it. Is it like something from childhood? Like now he just can't help but rub his little belly?
Pick up my jewelry, you know?
So this will be in your car. So you're gonna put all the jewelry in the
pick up my
bag?
jewelry.
In the car?
Matter of fact, yeah, put it all in the bag.
Yeah.
He's gonna go back out and go into your car or whatever. sitting there.
A nervous
And
tick?
then the guy will walk him in.
I guess. That's a weird one, though. I don't usually see that.
He's like, hey, you can get this and get his, the person.
He's checking for abs. Nope. Still out of shape.
No problem. All right.
Sorry, I'm trying to tell him to come here.
All right.
Yo, can you hear me? Hello, hello.
Ain't no video. Just phone calls.
It's just not working. Here, I'll put it right here.
All right. I'm taking your jewelry off, man. Come on.
Sorry, I'm just trying to tell him to get here.
Just take off, while you're doing that, take off your jewelry. So you can give it to him. We got his 13? No? Not yet.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're here.
Alright, where are you?
We're walking right now.
Okay, bet.
Tell him to have his driver's license and everything.
You should inform the officer up front that the goof troop's coming through,
Let
guys.
someone just have Dave or whoever has their ID.
It's about to get cringe.
You do? I bet.
How much was it again? 440. 100. Hey,
Sorry, no, yeah, the cash is cool. You guys got that.
no, look, 300. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You saw that, right?
Yeah, 6, 7.
Hold on in here.
Wait, no.
One
I
breath.
thought we were giving it to him.
Yeah, oh, you are.
Yeah, well, we gotta like keep
When
it
I hot,
nice
yeah,
and neat, you know?
Okay, so one here. All right.
No. Can I just give it to him hand?
We have to do this first. Right?
Alright, y'all.
Okay, 2. All right.
Alright.
3 right here. 4. Okay.
Thank you.
And then
This?
this.
We get a separate bag first so we don't scratch
And
it up, you know?
then
You don't got a separate bag?
The watch. All right.
Because it's gonna scratch it up. You can't scratch
We
it.
got you.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys.
Yourself, right? Can you?
Once you get a breath.
Here's a problem, right? We made an exception for you to.
This actual fucking parasite. He called his friend and then started recording on his phone. He just needs to stay in jail forever. Like, he's not really a human being anymore. He's legitimately subhuman. His brain is so rotted and poisoned, all he sees is like content opportunities, but it's also like terrible content. Like, legitimately, it's just bad content. So he's trying to perform for the cameras and he's still extremely lame and boring. Just keep him in jail, man.
Make a phone call. Yes?
Yes.
And I told you not to record, but you are recording.
I don't know.
So you know what's gonna happen now? All these is going with you to the UK. We're not giving this to anybody else.
I can just delete the video.
No, take your shoes off.
Bro, what? Like,
Take your shoes off. Take your shoes off.
But aren't you guys recording too?
Take your shoes off.
And my shoes are off.
Take your socks off.
Alright.
Hey, call the sergeant. 10-207. Somebody picking this up is going to the UK.
The what?
Turn around.
Dude, for real?
It's going to the incinerator, bro. We're torching
It's
it.
a fucking game, man. Okay. Come on.
Hey, be careful. Be careful. This tiny meat might get damaged there. You gotta be... What are you doing in there?
I think it's 10.
Oh, hey, what? Hey, stop it. You're slapping his little almond nuts around.
Hey, it's going to the UK. Everything's going to the UK.
Runway to UK, ending mileage 15031.5.
Hey, sorry, everything's going to the UK.
Yeah,
They had to change. They had to do a little cut there because Jack got a boner.
Hey, get in there. Trying to be funny.
They didn't want the video to get age restricted.
Okay, come. Trying to be... Hey, that's silly, man.
Let me take all this.
Damn, he looks so hard in there.
Want to play games?
Yeah, what's up?
Now, I was trying to help him out. He's gonna go straight over.
We actually been very nice. Like, making an exception for him. Trying to be funny.
I'm trying to be very nice with you. You wasn't even gonna wait. But now, since you want to do all this, now we're gonna do this. So now you gotta wait till at least 6 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock in the morning. Then at that point,
I have no idea what this is.
Yes, you did. I explained that.
You explained it multiple times, man.
But I honestly have no idea what I have no idea. No one told me anything.
Also, hey. Delete the video, yes? Hey, nah.
No, we can't do that.
No, it's cool because hey, everything is cool. Carry it.
No, we can't. No, we
Huh?
You can't do that.
For him to go on his phone and
No.
Nah, carry it. Nah, it's cool.
You can't do that.
No,
Hey, we don't say anything.
It's on
Hey,
camera.
I know where you're coming from, but carry it, man. I'm good.
But can I ask what I'm being
The resistance, one of them,
How was I resisting?
possibly possession.
What?
Possibly possession. Possession of substance. I caught it. Understand that? Yes.
He doesn't know what that word means,
Even
bro.
after realizing the full impact of his actions, Jack's desperate attempt to apologize only becomes another display of his vanity.
No chance, my friend. I know I f***ed up, shouldn't have filmed. I get it.
You taking it with you to TUK, bro?
What does that mean?
He go with you. He goes to TUK with you.
But then when I leave, I just get it.
Yeah, they'll give it a lot. Yeah, of course,
Alright.
huh? Yeah.
I just thought it might be a process after.
No. They give it to you when you get released. Yeah.
No, but I was get out.
Huh?
No, but I was get out.
Hopefully tomorrow, man, but
Yeah.
probably not in the morning anymore, you know?
No, really? This sucks. I really have
Hey, I'll try helping you, man. All right.
Ultimately, Jack
That's
Doherty
true, they
was
did try
charged
to
with
help him.
felony, possession of controlled substance without prescription, misdemeanor, resisting without violence, possession of cannabis. He was later released on a $3,500 cash bond. But true to his nature, Jack continued milking the incident for content after his release. Even
That's
uploading
true.
footage officers had accidentally recorded on his phone after not realizing the camera was still running. In a later interview with TMZ, Jack described the arrest as the worst day of his life, claiming he was stuck in a small cell for 5 hours before being moved to a larger holding room for another 10 hours. He even warned others to stay away from jail, while still managing to put his entitlement on full display. It now seems like Jack is using the experience to create even more police-related content for his channel, continuing to profit off the incident, at least until another group of officers decides to draw the line and take him in again. Whether you're on patrol,
Can't wait till that happens. Pretty cool body cam. That was pretty cool. Who paid his cash bond? His pappy. His dada. You see the Marvel Rivals Cyclops trailer has some of the craziest animation.
Chrono anomaly located. Moving in. Target identified.
I haven't played Marvel Rivals in so long.
Not exactly a warm welcome, Nueva York.
This is a very good style. The Marvel Rivals cinematics have been really hype. Damn.
Threat neutralized.
Oh, this is the dinosaur. I saw that. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow. It begins today. I'm telling you, if they do an animated show in this style, it would go so hard. It definitely would. I see the video of the New Jersey man breakdancing at town hall meeting to protest property taxes. Chat kept mentioning that yesterday, and I forgot to look it up. Let's see. How good are his moves? Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you're liking the cheeky so much, Chunk. Town council candidate in Cranford, New Jersey, breakdancing at a public meeting to protest a property tax hike.
Mr. Thilly, I started your time.
With no music. He's doing it a cappella. Stand the fuck back. This guy is serving. Hold on. Wait a minute. Now he's looping animations now. He's hitting the same emotes. This is quite the protest. And no one's standing up and clapping? Hello? Guys?
Did you know I can do the backspin? Anybody? You want to see me do the backspin?
Yeah! No? Yes! Fucking do it!
I'm gonna do the backspin. Can I do it up here?
The world is your stage. Hit it. Woo!
Why did our taxes go up so much?
Boo! Imagine they just start booing him. That was cool, though. That was an awesome protest. I'm curious how it ties into the interpretive dance.
We were told the referendum was going to bring it up for an average household about $400, I think. And mine went up like $900.
Damn.
And I think we were told like that was from the schools or something. But the school referendum said it would only go up, like I said, $400 on an average assessed home.
I'm curious why he didn't integrate the moves into the speech to give them more oomph. Because he could easily just be like body waving. Anyone else find it kind of despicable that they told us 400 when mine have got up 900? Like, I don't know why he did it before the speech. He could have done it during. A little winded, yeah. It was a lot. Counselors, your response? Oh, hey, what? Just when you thought you were safe? No, he's cutting the rug again.
Thank you, Mr. Thilly. I like the interpretive dance.
Man, what a joyless place. Really? Nothing at all, Terrence? God. Fucking, it's like subhuman going into a town hall meeting. No fun allowed. Don't these town hall meetings last like 10 hours? Asking the wrong guy. I have no idea. I am under the impression that they're normal length. I've always assumed that they were just like an afternoon thing. You get the community together, you guys are like, hey, here's what's going on. Any grievances? I don't know. Maybe it is like a 10-hour thing. Thanks for your subscribes. This one lasted 1.5 hours. Well, yeah, this man shut it down with his moves. This guy burnt this bitch to the ground with this shit. See, like, I can understand the counselors having no soul left, but why, out of the audience here of, like, normal people, is no one appreciating this? Like, Howie Mandel's having no fun, but at least binging with Babish is. Like, at least he can appreciate it. And nobody else in this crowd. Well, except maybe her. She's, like, biting her bottom lip. It's just weird to me. Complete silence. No appreciation for the traditional arts. I think he's done it before, according to the news article. No shot. That's what he's known for? Let me see. But from what I'm reading, he is like an actual candidate. I don't know what he's a candidate for. Maybe head of breakdancing of New Jersey, I have no idea, but that could earn my vote. Holy shit, look up that name on YouTube. He has a channel all with town hall meetings doing the same thing. Will Thilly? Oh my god, you're right. Wait, this is... Wait, what? Dance protest number 1, too hot for TV.
Hello, thank you everybody.
She already knows what's coming. She was smiling seeing him coming down. She's like, holy shit, that's Will Thilly.
Hey, residents. Good, committee. I wanted to try something fun to kind of, we talked about ending divisiveness and building community and stuff.
Can we hit the music?
And, we had a dance video that looked great, the Thriller video. Oh, excuse me.
Mr. Thilly,
And so...
please address your comments. You're allowed to make comments.
Mr. Thilly, please, God.
You're not allowed to make a spectacle.
Don't do it.
No, I'm sorry.
So
we can't handle another serving.
comments, you can make comments, but you can't involve 10 other people in your comments.
Oh, I'm gonna talk to whoever I wish. I appreciate it. I think thank you so much. And so I thought for fun, as a community building, that'd be a really fun thing for us all to do together and show positivity in our town. If you would join me in standing up and a little awkward at first.
Hey, wait a minute. This is a much more energetic crowd. Yeah! Let's go! Get it with the hokey pokey. There's chaos! Anarchy! Oh, wait! Oh, baby! I can only see out of the corner here. Hey, are you writing this down? I don't see you taking notes.
Your time is up.
Philly!
Do we have any further public comments?
I'm not sure if I'll watch that or not, but we'll see.
No, Rita.
That's awesome, Cooper.
You're more than welcome to come up.
Go to the
he's
MTG
given up the
Reddit
microphone
for help.
I'm just gonna use my 5 minutes. I appreciate that. You let me know when
Wait, who's this guy now? His sidekick. Wait a second.
Mr. Thilly, you walked away from the microphone, so we're considering that your time.
It's my time, sir. I appreciate
So-
that. I'm just doing my time. That's okay.
Can
we get Ray Gun in here for a dance battle?
You done?
No, I'm not done. I just told you. Tell me when the 5 minutes is up. That's when
Your 5 minutes is up.
the thing, right?
Yeah.
That's a legitimately lying under oath, maybe? It has not been 5 minutes. It's been 2 minutes and 40 seconds. He's got plenty of time left.
Next. Officer. Yeah.
I didn't hear my time run up.
You.
Did it run up?
Why did our taxes go up so much? WillBilly.com.
Rita, please come up.
Reminds you of the rent is too damn high guy. Hey, when you're right, you're right. Is your sub DeLorean? Let me see. I've got to see others now. Join me now. I will take back our town. Oh, this is from a year ago.
Roof is done.
Oh, that's got DMCA music. He's even made his own music videos here. Cougars Never Quit motivational video.
Is there anything you want to say about anything I've said, or I'm listening? Nothing?
You've intimidated them with your spiritual pressure, Will.
I'm not asking any questions, so I just wanted, please, can you not say anything about me after I leave the podium?
Okay, so it seems like he's only danced a couple of times. It seems like it's more of a new thing that he does. Wow, this is sold out crowd on July 8th here. Holy.
Thank you, Mayor. Penguinz.
Wow.
So, I got a sunburn
Oh,
on my neck here, doing all that.
that's a shame. Yeah, it seems like the dancing's not something he does all the time. I like this one. This is just called Full House.
Hope everything's going good.
Man, he is here every day.
I've been thinking about it'd be really great to make these meetings, get more residents to come to the meetings, and I know that's tough to get people to come to anything. So it's not against anyone here, but I thought, the goal would be to make government fun. Make meetings fun. And that, I think,
What's the plan? How do we do that?
would be more fun. Not that they're not really fun right now, but just thinking of on my own, thinking of ways to get people down here, because that's great. Everyone gets to know you guys in a more personal level as we relax, and So
I thought for sure he was going to start dancing.
I think would be possibly to have maybe a question and answer session where.
No. We need more dancing. Maybe that's the reason for the dances. He wants more people to attend town hall meetings. It could be it. It's certainly possible. His thing is, make developers pay their taxes, not us. That checks out. Like, he's actually, he is running with, like, an actual purpose. Like, the dancing is kind of silly, but it looks like he actually does have, like, a real thing he wants to accomplish. Well, that's good. No, I'm not the lead singer of Escape the Fate from 2009, though I do look like him at this point in my hair growth cycle. It's me, Charlie, the ace reporter on all things video games. I debated making this video for the last couple days, and I just decided, fuck it, I kinda do want to talk about it. I'm not a massive gamer anymore. I don't sit down and pump the dick into games like I used to. Now, don't get me wrong, don't misconstrue my words. I definitely do still get down dirty like a fucking grease goblin sometimes, snorting Dorito dust and injecting G Fuel in the veins, getting after some fat grinds in certain games, but it's not quite to the level that it used to be at for me. That being said, I still keep up with almost everything video game related. I'm still very passionate about the industry and the craft. I mean, I still have video game themed wet dreams and shit like that. Like, none of that changes. But what I want to talk about today is the internet demands video games always have a deep meaning or be politically charged and motivated, be socially conscious and socially aware of everything that's going on, and I think that's really detrimental to video games as a whole. It's no longer enough for a video game to just be fun. In fact, I'd argue to the internet, fun is secondary to the meaning and the political message behind the game, and I think that sucks some fat, filthy butthole. That makes every game uninteresting to me. I think politics is very unenjoyable as a topic. I don't get political. I never get political. I think it's a very boring world. There's no entertainment to be had. It does nothing but isolate people, lead to arguments. It's not fun. Politics is never something fun. And video games, at their core, were always meant to be a fun escape from reality, a fun time investment, just fun in general. And now, making every game so politically motivated, it makes it not fun. And the internet makes it even deeper than that, where if you don't like a certain game, it somehow gives people the impression that you're some politically charged loser, or you're not a politically charged loser, and thus you're a loser for not enjoying the politics in the video game. You not liking a game now is an indication of what side of the spectrum you're on politically. That's so fucking pathetic. I think making and demanding games conform to what you personally believe is really sad, and it really holds games back. Not that I think if we didn't have politics, games would have reached this level where we're traveling to Mars to play the newest VR, AR experience or anything, but games wouldn't be so samey. Most video games that come out these days follow the same formulas, and for the most part deliver the same messages. I can take or leave the message. There are games that I believe should have powerful messages, ones that are intended to, but for the most part, games are just supposed to be fun, and I'm not there to dive deep, feel something in the real world, a thought-provoking experience where I'm jerking off in front of a candle and really reflecting on the game's message and themes. That's not what I play games for. I'm there to have a good time. Now, why I'm bringing this up is because a channel called Extra Credit released this video called Stop Normalizing Nazis. This video is an objectively large pile of dog shit. It is a horrible video no matter how you spin it. Their message is very clear. Basically, in this video, what they're saying is the old debate of video games cause violence, but they spin it as video games cause Nazis. These people are so fucking shameless, they go as far as to compare playing as a terrorist in Counter-Strike to making people into terrorists in the real world. It's really sad and pathetic. And no one agreed with their message. Even the most politically charged gamers disagreed with how they framed their message. But this made me realize just how ingrained politics and social shit are in the video game industry, and I think it's just not good. I think it's ass. I think it's just straight hairy ass that video games have become so synonymous with politics and social shit that it's, you feel the need to make a video called Stop Normalizing Nazis and using fucking Counter-Strike of all things as an example for how it's a bad thing and that you play as a terrorist in a fucking fictional video game. Their arguments in this video suck. They say, you don't opt in to play as a terrorist when you play Counter-Strike. Well, yeah, you do. You fucking bought the game. You know that it's terrorists versus the counter-terrorists. So you opted in by buying the game, by playing the game. They have no argument here. It's really shitty. It's just this really agenda-pushing piece of shit that doesn't work no matter how you look at it. But that's the video game industry as a whole. The more you look at it, the more you'll, read from a reviewer that the negatives they give a game are almost 9 times out of 10 about the message of the game or the politics of the game, and how the reviewer didn't agree with the main character not being who they wanted the main character to be, or be associated with the group they wanted the character to be associated with, and how it was a missed opportunity that the character's a muscly man instead of a skinny man, or something dumb like that. Like these really nitpicky things, how they want everything in their life reflected in their video game. Why do you want that? Why do you want your fictional piece of entertainment to reflect the sad real world? That fucking sucks. Who wants that? That's like going to sleep and dreaming of doing your taxes. When you dream, you want to be flying around like Superman, firing lasers from your fucking eyes, bench pressing 700 pounds, and, fucking supermodels. You don't want to go to sleep and you're in your high school classroom taking a goddamn math test again. It's stupid to want that from a piece of fictional entertainment. It's really dumb, and it holds the whole goddamn thing back because developers like CD Projekt Red is a good example, how they got attacked for Cyberpunk 2077 that's not even out yet, just this whole laundry list of social problems that they noticed with the game or things that were missing or they felt were missing from the game. So then CD Projekt Red had to go back, allocate a whole bunch of time and resources to make everyone happy that the game is so socially aware of everything in the world that's going on right now, to try and make everyone that exists on the internet happy. So all that time they spent doing that could have been spent making the game more fun, making more quest lines or stories for more characters. It feels like to me it holds developers back, it holds games back, and I just don't get the purpose. Why does everything, and I guess it's not even just games, but everything these days has to be so deep and politically driven that it's sickening? And that if it's not deep or politically driven, fucking John Wick got shit on because there wasn't enough politics or social issues addressed in the fucking movie. As if you're going to a movie like John Wick looking to have your goddamn ideals reflected or having a thought-provoking message delivered down your urethra. It makes no sense to me. I don't know why people want the fictional shit to be reflective of the real world. It should be totally separate. It shouldn't be held to this standard where it needs to be powerful or deep. I think it all just needs to be fun. It needs to be entertaining, but that's secondary now, and I think that's a goddamn shame, and I just wanted to vent about it because that goddamn extra credit video was so insultingly bad that it made me open my fucking third eye, made me see the strings that hold this universe together, and made me want to complain about some video game trends. Oh yeah, and also the community manager for extra credits is a big asshole. They go on Twitter and they're celebrating the fact that Extra Credits YouTube channel is losing thousands of subscribers. They have the audacity to go on Twitter and say they are happy they're losing subs because it means less bigots are watching their content. And they double down saying we're celebrating the sub loss with wine because we're losing all these bigots. That's so fucked up. And that's just another thing in the video game world. If you disagree, you're a racist, you're a bigot, you're a bad person because you disagree with whatever message was delivered in the video game or even the video about a video game. It's just unreal. You're not losing bigots. You're losing people that thought the video was really shittily done, which it is. It's a really bad video. Even people that do agree with your message, and I don't imagine there's so many people that agree playing a terrorist in Counter-Strike makes you a terrorist, but even lunatics that do agree with that shit on your video because it's a bad video. And to call them bigots, that's just biting the dick that feeds you. I just don't understand. Well, I don't know why they made the video, and I don't know why they're doubling down so hard defending it. Just roll over and admit it's bad. No matter how you look at it, it's a shit video. And you celebrating like this just makes you all look like the biggest douchebags. It's just stupid. I guess the video game spectrum online is fucking wild right now, and I think it's a really toxic environment full of just a lot of bad shit that nothing good comes from it. And it makes video games as a whole and gamers a lot shittier. And that's just my take on the situation. That's about it. So yeah.
Ass, poop, and everything stinky. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect TikTok prankster. But Professor Goober accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction, chemical cringe. And thus, this loser was born. This is some complete trash, garbage, doo-doo that I just have to clown on this guy for. He should be ashamed.
Yo, there's a guy chasing me. There's a guy chasing me.
Where the fuck is he? Yo, why the fuck do you fuck my girl, bro?
This Gutbuster is his bread and butter. He's done this exact prank numerous times. He really likes this one. It's his Kamehameha. This is his signature move here. And it's a tried and true classic from TikTok pranksters where they go into fast food establishments and treat the workers like subhuman props for them to walk all over and disturb for the sake of their content. That's the joke. Haha, guys, let's go fuck with the employees making minimum wage, not able to live off of their salary, and just make sure their day's a little bit worse. And maybe if we're lucky, we'll even, like, scare them. Like in some of his videos, some of the employees, like, actually freak out and run away because they don't know what's going on. These could be unhinged, dangerous lunatics there that have, like, a gun or a knife, and they're just running around the back yelling and screaming, hooting and hollering. So, like, yeah, the employees are naturally going to be afraid, and that's golden to people like this. They love that kind of shit. Tee-hee, they think we're gonna kill them or something, like their lives in danger, but actually it's just us pranking them. Ha ha ha. Oh yes, the cloud is gonna be so juicy.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, bro? I'm like there, bro. Come on, bro. Go. Come on. Come on, bro. Go on. Come on.
Did you hear how loud that was at the end? Oh, jump scare. That's also a good joke. He ends all of his videos with that little sound bite, a little bit of the, eardrum blasting comedy. And that's one of his favorite pranks. This is the one I wanted to start with because I hate this shit so much, and it's so common for fucking worms like this to do this, where they just believe everyone working a normal job is just an NPC that they can go and just disturb and be a nuisance and spread misery, so that way they can make content out of it. Now, typically, when I cover douchebags like this, I like to crop their name out. I do that because I don't want anyone to go harass them, and especially for pranksters, anyone that does trickle on over there is a net positive to them. They love that their name gets out there in any capacity whatsoever, no matter what it is, even if it's getting shit and spit on, it doesn't matter. They are these shameless latrines, and they're more than willing to gobble all the piss and shit imaginable as long as it gets them attention. So I always like to make sure that the names aren't visible. In this guy's case, it's impossible because he's so proud of this vile garbage, this embarrassing trash, that he even watermarks the video itself. So you can see his name is Tyler. He puts his stamp of it. This is Tyler's work. Tyler made this shit-ass beat. Now, I want to make a special shout-out to Tyler's loser friends because I think they're actually even more pathetic than Tyler, and this is something I say a lot. The pranksters are awful, but their friends are even worse because they don't even get anything out of it. So like this guy, who has to be the cuckold, by the way, the role that Tyler gives this shirtless guy in sunglasses is the cuckold who is chasing him around because Tyler fucked his girl. So not only is he playing the cuck in the video, but he is also a real life cuck because he does all of this and doesn't see a penny. Tyler at least makes a little bit of money off it, like a handful of doubloons. He's not like a big creator by any means, but he definitely does have some monetization here. So he gets something in return for it. But his friends don't. They are literally just there so Tyler can use them as like his lackeys, like his little sidekicks that actually willfully, on purpose, play the role of Tyler's bitch for no gain at all. Not even a mention in the description or in the video or anything, not a link to them that I can find, nothing. They just proudly be Tyler's bitch.
Yo, he fucked my girl. Nah, it's none of that. It's none of that. Somebody's chasing. He's chasing me. Yo, he's chasing me. He's chasing me. Yo, what the fuck? Yo. Nah, it's none of that. Where you at? Yo. Out the store. What? Out the store. Out the store. Nah, he fucked my girl. It's none of that. He fucked my girl, gang. He fucked my girl. Bro, he fucked my girl, gang. Bro, nah, I'm really on timing, bro.
Like I said, he's done this one multiple times. He keeps taking encore performances that not a single soul is asking for outside of lobotomized children that are just so fucking brain rotted that they're doomed from the start. But I wanted to show you this one in particular because you can actually see the fear on the employees as these assholes are just rampaging through the back like trashing the place. The employees are afraid. You can even hear one of them yell. Like, I imagine that has to be an extremely frightening situation. Like, you have no idea what's going on, and now all of a sudden, these two fucking douchebags are running through there yelling and screaming.
Right? Can you help you?
Oh! What the fuck are you doing?
I did not scan anything, sir.
Yeah, you did. Yes, you fucking did. Yes, you did. Yeah, you did.
Do you want to see my phone?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, yo.
Hey, what? Hey, yo, what? Who the
fuck are you to put your phone near my wife's phone? And I watched you when I was walking up.
No, don't touch it.
It's his phone.
I don't give a shit.
This is my phone.
Fuck up and mind your business. You want to get in my face? And held his. You want to get in my face now?
Yo, get out of here. You're lucky I don't throw you. Get out of here. Go. Get out of here before you can't leave. Leave.
It's such a shame. That's a top 10 saddest anime moments right there that Tyler didn't actually get his ass beat there. I really wish that guy had swung on him. Tyler is always so confident to do his pranks on elderly people or employees that are currently working, so that way there's less chance of him actually getting, a bit of knuckle sandwiches being fed to him. But in this case, he did teeter on the edge and got pretty close. I have no doubt he was tinkling in his little britches. No matter how hard he tries to hide behind the gong sound effects, you can kind of hear the panic in his voice in the actual confrontation. Tyler also only follows pranks that others have done before him. He just bites onto their ass like a little hemorrhoid and does the pranks himself and does them even worse. So this Apple Pay prank was something that was pretty big on TikTok for a little while, where pranksters would go up with their phone, they'd have it make a noise when they tap it towards a stranger's phone, making them believe that something nefarious had just happened, that they had stolen money from them or some kind of Apple Pay scam or something. So these people here now believe that this stranger, Tyler, has stolen from them, which is why they're so upset. That's the whole point of the prank. Haha, they think I stole money from them. Get pranked. Ha 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 ha.
Think they like M&M's? Oh. 40 spot later.
No, I don't think that'll be the case, Greaseball. I heard Tyler's already booked out the remainder of your schedule. You've got to pretend that he fucked your girl again for the millionth time while you chase him around for his video to make money off of you being a pathetic little loser.
540?
Fox, you gotta be playing with my balls right now, because that is way too much.
Way too much. I'm not paying for all that.
You're the guys who put it all on the counter.
You could donate it to us.
No, I cannot. It has to be paid for.
Here's one of his latest bangers where he grabs tons of items from the gas station, puts them on the counter, acting like he's gonna buy it, lets the cashier ring up tons and tons of items, which is a tedious process, but he's ringing up all the items. Then when he's telling him what he's going to need to pay, he's like, well, that's way too much. Shouldn't it just be free? We're wasting your time. That's the joke. We're wasting your time while you're working, and we're filming you. You're a prop, bud. You're a prop. So can you get irritated? Because that helps bring in clicks. We're annoying you. That's the joke. And then, when this is all over and we're not paying for this, obviously, then you get to go put all of these items back on the shelf. That's your job, bro. And we're making fun of you for it. We're making it worse for you. For our TikTok, dude.
What I'm about to do to Bob? Do to Bob. Me and Hoyoyoy and erase the square.
I don't give a fuck what the fuck that's supposed to be, because it don't mean shit to me. 540 for what I've scanned. You still haven't scanned a good $200. This is the kind of shit a fucking preschooler fucking pulls.
We're not getting this for free?
No!
Did anybody ever tell you you kind of cuss like a preschooler?
Holy, Tyler with the venom. The quick comeback there from Tyler. I really like that the employee just says, I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. This is lame, children shit that you're doing here. This is embarrassing. You should feel bad about yourself. But it just doesn't set in on Tyler or his brain dead sidekick there. Because the only thing that matters to them are these trash TikToks. The internet attention from TikTok pranks. And the employee is rightfully angry because he just spent this time ringing up the items. He knows they're not going to put it back on the shelves. They 1000% don't have the neurons activation to even think about that being something to do. So he knows he's going to have to go do that. He's annoyed, and he immediately recognizes that this is supposed to be some kind of prank at his expense, which makes him even more irritated. Tyler tries to make some whack-ass Doodle Bob reference that fell flat on its face, which is really upsetting because I love Doodle Bob references, and Tyler's out here ruining it. He's just torching it. He's just so unentertaining. He doesn't make me laugh. Everything he says is nails on a chalkboard. He is just so fucking cringe.
I can cuss whoever the fuck I want. I'm 33, motherfucker.
Unk.
Yo.
I don't give a fuck.
Yo, relax,
You can call
bro.
me Unc. I'm the coolest fucker in their 30s you'll ever fucking find.
Relax, bro. Your cheese is throwing up gang signs.
Either get out or fucking buy it. What's the choice, motherfuckers? Seriously, I have a job to fucking do and you are stopping it.
I'm not paying for
Then get the fuck out! What the fuck don't you understand? I don't give a fuck if it's an April Fool's prank. Get the fuck out! And
April Fools!
I don't give a fuck!
April Fools!
Joe!
April Fools!
Get the fuck out, motherfucker!
April Fools!
Nice work, boys. You really got 'em. Everyone was giggling and spitting up on this one. You guys came together, you and your little goblin gremlins that follow you around, came together and ensured that a normal guy working a normal job, a job he probably doesn't want to be at, you ensured he had a much worse day. You made it a lot more miserable. So that way you could film it for your TikTok. What a slam dunk, Tyler. Really impressive stuff. And I know Tyler, nor none of his little mosquitoes that follow him around, I know they don't have a job. I know that they're really banking on this whole fucking TikTok prankster career to be like their future. I truly hope it doesn't work out for them. I hope he ends up working this same job and through some kind of karmic justice, he meets a Tyler himself that just makes his day fucking awful, just so he can see what that's like once. I think that'd be great. I don't know if that'll happen or not. I'm sure he probably has money from his parents. He seems like that kind of guy from everything I've seen. But anyway, he sucks. His friends suck. These pranks are trash. It's garbage. That's really about it. So yeah. The vast majority of numbers you see on the internet aren't real. The accounts that you interact with, the posts that you see, oftentimes aren't even made by a human being on the other side of the keyboard. The cyberspace is dominated by bots. And unless you've just woken up from a coma, this isn't news to you. Everybody knows that now. It's an accepted part of cruising the World Wide Web that the shit you see is artificially inflated. And it's become a huge yapping point, a massive topic, specifically dead internet theory, and diving even deeper into the minutia of bots, cannonballing into the deep end of the pool, you will find viewbots, a topic that often gets very aggressive and accusatory because it is so prevalent across streams in particular, on Twitch, on YouTube, on Kick. Streamers of all shapes and sizes are often using viewbots to boost their numbers. It's not some big conspiracy, it's not deep state propaganda or anything like that. It is a provable, real thing that platforms just don't seem to be taking any real action on at all. I could right now go live on Twitch openly stating I'm viewbotting it out the wazoo to fucking 20k viewers, and maybe the worst that would happen is I get like a 24-hour suspension from Twitch. They don't care. They made that push like a year ago about getting bots off the platform, but that lasted for what, 2 fucking days? And then they took like a catastrophic hit to their overall viewer metrics, and I guess they pumped the brakes because at the end of the day, and this is something people say a lot, and it is true, those huge numbers are good for Twitch as well to advertisers, even if the numbers are fake, even if they know it's botted, phony baloney, fraudulent viewer metrics. It doesn't matter. It makes them more appealing to brands. So it seems like they are very hands-off when it comes to doling out big punishment for view bots. It's not exactly a well-kept secret. It's pretty out there in the open that tons of streamers view bot. Now, the reason why I'm yapping about it again is because just yesterday, or maybe it was even earlier today, I don't know, time moves in a weird fucking fashion once you hit your 30s. Everything blends together, your bones fucking creak anytime you walk up or down stairs. Anyway, though, I'll stop bitching and whining about that. I know you're not here to listen to me play a sad song on the world's smallest violin about my deteriorating cartilage. The CEO of Night Media, Reed, came forward with a post out of nowhere saying that it's time to start viewbotting. That's the title of the post, which is a eye-catching title, no doubt. Very seldom will you hear someone in that kind of position just say the quiet part out loud here about success in the streaming space. And make no mistake, Night Media is fucking huge. They are one of the top dogs in the YouTuber streamer agency space. They are huge in the industry. They represented Mr. Beast for a while. I don't know if they still do, but they have represented and still actively represent
massive creators. Though it was certainly interesting to see him with a post like this that makes it seem like he's out there saying, everyone's got a ViewBot, we gotta open Pandora's box. If you're not pooping, you're farting. If you're not using ViewBots, you're at a disadvantage. Wake the fuck up, samurai. Time to get ViewBots on the horn. But reading the post, it's a little bit different, though ultimately his tone around ViewBots does seem to be somewhat positive. What does it take to cut through all the noise on the internet? If everyone else is botting, why shouldn't you? We used to live in a world where if you made great content, algorithms would find an audience for your videos. Now, creators have to clip farm, pay clippers, and sometimes even ViewBot to have a better chance of capturing more attention and breaking through the noise. This is especially true on platforms like Twitch, where viewbotting can surface you on the front page of popular streaming categories. Off rip, this is some turbo doomer shit because it kind of positions it as like your only option if you're just getting started. Oh, there used to be a time where if you made great content, you could get found, but those times are way behind us in the shitter now. It's gone. That's a era long forgotten, like the saber-toothed tiger. Now, if you want to cut through the noise, you gotta clip farm, pay clippers, or Lord help us, even ViewBot. You gotta get down and dirty in the pig pen. It's the only way. When that's not true. You can still make great content and get found. It does happen. I think the best example of that is Queso. I would be shocked to learn Queso ViewBotted at any point in his life. I don't even think the guy could find a ViewBot website or provider. I genuinely don't think he would even know where to begin with something like that. And he has blown up solely because he makes good content. He cut through the noise. And this is something I've always said, luck is a huge part of it. It is. It just is. But what he is right about is that in the current day and age, there is an alternative that doesn't rely as much on RNG. And that is pay to win. You can stand a better chance of standing out in the oversaturation of content creation by paying for ViewBots to float your stream to the top of categories, or pay for ViewBots on other socials where you're spamming clips from your streams so you could boost up numbers on, you know, a wacky moment or something and have it like explode elsewhere because you inflated the numbers through ViewBots, so then people could find your stream and maybe organically grow it that way, but you still ViewBotted in order to boost a clip that led people to the stream. Like, there are paths that don't rely as much on luck, because if you just have money to start and just start buying views, it does help put you in front of more eyes. It's something that's very common, especially on Twitter. But at the end of the day, I just don't like this mentality that Reed kind of encapsulates here of, well, everyone else is cheating, so I should too. And he's trying to make like a strong argument that everyone else is doing it. Content alone, it could be the most slapping, banging content ever. It's not good enough. It's all about the distribution method now, which is dominated through bots and shit like that. So really, you gotta think about this strategy of using bots. I just don't like how he's positioning bots as a strategy instead of calling it what it really is, which is cheating. Like, yes, you can gamify the distribution and shit through bots. Everyone fucking knows that. But I just don't think it's something that should be outwardly encouraged. And it's really weird that the CEO of Night Media, one of the biggest agencies in the space, especially for streamers, is having this kind of viewpoint. Like, his title isn't exactly indicative of his thoughts, because he does say, like, this is a problem, this is an exploit, but he speaks about it like, this exploit exists, so you have to use this now. It's like, you really should, like, almost that it's a necessity. And I just don't like that perspective, nor that mentality. I just think there's a reason why this topic on ViewBots is always so passionate from so many people, because ViewBots fucking suck. Nobody likes that. It is just a completely dog shit norm right now. And I don't think it needs to be even more normalized. But it's not some requirement or anything like that. Reed then goes on to make a mention of advertisers and ViewBots. Do advertisers have any way of tracking botted engagement, and why isn't Twitch cracking down on this at all? Those are two really good questions. The answer to do advertisers have a way of tracking botted engagement is a big, nobody fucking knows. My gut tells me there's no way advertisers would have any clue, because how would they? How would they distinguish between authentic and real viewers through just a number plastered on a stream? It'd be entirely on Twitch to take care of the bots and get that number to be where it's like the authentic viewers and not just like, you know, fraudulent ones. I don't see how they could ever possibly know what's real and what's fake based on just the publicly available information, and I doubt Twitch is behind the scenes saying, okay, so your advertisement was played in front of 1 million concurrent viewers over the course of this campaign. Of that, about 15K were real human beings. We really appreciate your business. Like, I highly doubt that fucking happens, right? Like, it doesn't happen on a streamer basis with sponsors either. So, like, if a streamer is botting his stream up to, like, 5K, but really he only has, like, 1,000 real viewers there, and he works with a brand, and he sells to this brand at the 5K concurrent viewers, he's making a lot of extra money versus if he sold at his real 1K, and now the brand gets put in front of what they believe is 5,000 people, but is actually 4,000 bots with only 1,000 real people there. So maybe the campaign only sees them make like 3 fucking sales. Like, man, Perry Poutine Gotcha Game only got 3 clicks through this guy's stream, even though he has 5K concurrent viewers. What's going on here? And then you can maybe speculate and surmise that, okay, he's botting. But then you'd also never really know for sure, because you could also say like, okay, maybe his community's just not interested in this gotcha game. These brands, I don't think have any idea, is the point I'm making. I don't see how they would. It's entirely on Twitch to combat the bots, and I don't think there's a way or a tool that these brands have access to that normal people don't, that lets them see real versus fake viewers. And then to Reed's second question about why does Twitch not crack down on it, I think everyone knows, because Twitch also benefits from these hugely inflated numbers. They see a lot of upside to these massive numbers being housed on Twitch. I think that's pretty clear. Probably don't need to dive any deeper on that. And it is something that he starts to tackle in his next section here about platforms needing to take action. He goes on to talk about, how prevalent the botting problem is, as well as the reluctance from platforms to act on it, believing that the more views there are, the better things look for advertisers, which many people agree with. And again, that probably is the simple truth of it. If these numbers are huge, the platforms are probably very happy, because then it's more appealing to advertisers. It could end up with more money to the platform itself. I think it really is that simple. Now, it's this section that ties directly into the eye-catching title that he used here for this piece. If everyone else is doing it, should you? I would never explicitly say you should bot your views on Twitch, other than in the title of this article. But the reality is, if you're not view botting and everyone else is, you're at a disadvantage. When you're competing in a category where you're buried if you don't have 500 plus viewers, maybe shifting your strategy to paying clippers and buying bots helps a streamer break through. I wanted to see what it would cost to bot a stream, and for $180 a week on ViewBotter, I can get 1,500 followers, 225 chatters, and 750 concurrent viewers. Not bad for less than $800 a month, and these companies accept crypto payments. So, he's saying that he's not actively advocating for view botting your channel, but if you're not, well, you got your own dick in your butt. Like, everyone around you is doing it. Maybe you should shift your strategy. I don't know. To me, that feels like he is advocating for it. Maybe I'm on the crack pipe. He's pointing out a real problem, that these platforms don't enforce it, so the precedent has been set that there's no actual consequences. But it does seem like he's saying, you really should view bot your streams if you want to succeed. And he does prop it up as a legitimate strategy, and even insinuates that it's not like super expensive, saying, not bad for less than $800 a month. Look at this huge head start you can get. Really should be something to consider. And I get it. It is something that people obviously consider and pull the trigger on, no doubt. But it's not exactly something that I think should be encouraged either. It sucks. It is a bad practice. And there's a reason why this is such a big topic, because people don't like view botters. It's not something that I think should be talked about in a manner that feels like it's positive and encouraging, and even setting it up as maybe even your only option if you want to stand out, because as Reed said multiple times, good content isn't good enough. You got to really consider distribution, and distribution, view bots can really do wonders for. I don't know. To me, it just rubs me the wrong way. He then closes by talking about view bot detection and how Twitch CEO mentioned it's a game of cat and mouse, and that really there's not a whole lot of great information that he could find on how brands can detect view bots or anything like that. And then he finishes the big takeaway. We've entered an era where good content alone isn't enough, distribution tactics are. When clipping, paid amplification, and even bots can artificially push you up the rankings, the playing field starts to tilt toward whoever is willing to game it.
Twitch's detection tools feel reactive at best, and advertisers don't seem to have a reliable way to verify what's real. If botting becomes normalized, creators face a brutal question. Compete clean and risk invisibility, or bend the rules to survive. Long term, though, this erodes trust in the entire ecosystem. Again, he drives that point home about good content alone isn't enough. It's all about distribution tactics, and I just firmly disagree. Good content alone is sometimes enough. But again, it does take luck. It does. It always has, and it always will. Distribution tactics, though, he's right, can be gamified and boost your shit and immediately give you a better chance, so you're not overly reliant on luck. If you'd rather focus instead on pay-to-win mechanics through, like, clippers and viewbots and stuff like that, then you would be entering the Thunderdome competing head-to-head, toe-to-toe with countless others who are doing that daily. That is very, very common. And in many, many cases, it's hard to tell if it's real or fake. So it is a legitimate problem, and it sucks that platforms don't do anything about it. He's not wrong about the core, that there is a huge problem because these platforms don't crack down on viewbots. Now everyone fucking does it seems. And it fucking blows. And I imagine he's right that it is a very real consideration for tons of streamers, like, well, why would I even bother trying to do this legitimately when everyone else is fucking cheating? Everyone else is viewbotting, so why wouldn't I? And it's hard to argue, like, because it's morally correct to, play fair. It would be hard to make someone be like, okay, then I'll do that and go nowhere unless I get fucking crazy lucky. When the alternative is apparently, like, cheap viewbots that give them a better chance. It's something that he's not wrong about in his assessment here. Again, I just find it weird that it feels like he's speaking on it, like, almost positively, like, you're at a huge disadvantage, you really need to think about this strategy that actually isn't all that expensive if you want to compete on an even playing field. Because at the end of the day, I don't think viewbots are something that should be encouraged. I don't think it should be twisted to the point where people consider viewbots like a strategy as opposed to just cheating. Because viewbots are bad for everyone. There's a reason why it's such a passionate topic for so many people. Because it sucks. It sucks for the people that aren't doing it, and it sucks for viewers too. Like, viewbots are just shitty overall, like, genuinely. So, like, it's not something that I'd like to see more people start being like, yeah, let's start really thinking about doing more viewbotting, as if there's not already enough. So, anyway, this was a very interesting post, to say the least, and I just wanted to yap about it. That's really about it. See ya. I don't know everything you've seen in your life, but I know one thing for sure that you have bore witness to. It was a 30-year-old man smiling. But, have you ever seen a 31-year-old man smile? Now you have. But what's making this 31-year-old man smile, you're asking yourself? What could this Neanderthal possibly find joy in? What's making this caveman express a grin like this? Well, it's because he found the best FPS out at the moment, and he's been playing it a lot. And I already know what you're thinking. You think you know what game I'm about to speak on. Because the Battlefield 6 beta's out and everyone's having a lot of fun. It turns out it is actually really good. I'm also liking it. But you'd be wrong to think that that's the game I'm referring to here. I'm actually talking about a little bad boy, a little humdinger called The Finals. I actually played this game during its tech test and I really enjoyed it. I saw a lot of potential with it, but when the game fully came out, I made like a dog with its bone and buried it in the backyard of my mind. And I just hadn't touched it since, which was a huge mistake, a sin, really, on my gamer resume. Because this game slaps. It boggles my mind that the game isn't more popular. It's pretty shocking, actually. But it's true. Like a crack addict on the subway, this shit is slept on. I don't understand how, though. It is so good. I just revisited it for my gaming channel because I'd heard some people talk about it occasionally during streams, like, hey, do you plan on checking out The Finals? The new season, it just came out and it's really good. And there was some glaze and even a little bit of hype around the new season, but it kind of petered out. But for the gaming channel, I'm playing like everything ever made. So The Finals is something that piqued my interest when it got mentioned. So I hopped on there on a whim. And I had so much fun playing it. So now I've played it every day since. It really does feel like something new in the genre, which is very rare. It feels like such a fresh take on an FPS multiplayer experience. Now, that's not to say everything about it is totally unique. A lot of the abilities you'll see
you've definitely used before, such as like a dodge or a turret that you can place, things like that. But mixed in there are also some things I know you haven't seen before, like a dematerializer, where you can like dematerialize a wall, a floor, pretty much like any surface, because the game has an extreme level of destruction. It is a core component to the gameplay loop where you will be strategizing around it. So like if you're playing 2 heavies and a light, you might want to consider like blowing up the top floor of the building where the vault that you're going to cash out is. The objective, I should explain, is a really cool objective I've never experienced before in a first-person shooter, where it is 3v3v3v3, and you are fighting to cash out a big bundle of money into a vault. But the vault isn't like a static thing. It can be moved. It has its own physics. So if you're playing like 2 heavies and a light, since the heavies are a little slower, it might be best that you bring that vault to a location that is easier for them to reinforce. So if it's on like the top floor of a building, you might want to consider destroying the top and middle floors to bring it to the bottom, so that way you can defend it better with the 2 heavies. Like, there's just so much strategizing that goes into like just the destructible elements of the game. And I know destruction has become a marketing nothing burger buzzword, because a lot of games will bill themselves as having destruction mechanics, but all it is you can blow up like a toilet somewhere and they're like, yeah, Destruction 6.0 is here. But in this game, trust me, it is big. Like Battlefield 6, actually, in the beta, destruction is actually finally back in Battlefield in a big way, but I would argue the finals has even more of it, and it's even more integral to the experience. Not to like compare the two, but I just want to make a mention, like, the destruction is really important here. But it's not like the main selling point. The main selling point is just how smooth the game is and how fresh everything feels. So, yes, there's going to be plenty of familiar guns and weapons, like melee weapons that you've probably used before, guns you've definitely used before, abilities you've used before, but they're used in a new way in this game, and it blends so well. There's a really good video from a YouTuber named Kelsky, who just went over everything that the finals has to love about it, and I think he does a great job at capturing all of it. So if you want like a deeper dive into why I think it's the best FPS, I agree with a lot of what Kelsky says in that video. But I also wanted to drop you some of my random clips over the last couple days of playing the finals. These are in no like particular order. They're not even that impressive, but this is just the first time in a long time where I've really been like hooked on a first-person shooter multiplayer game. So I just wanted to drop these here and just put this game on your radar as something to maybe check out if you want like a fun first-person shooter to hop into. I saved it. Oh, I'm clutch.
Pistol first. Tossing a frag.
I went the wrong way. Clutch. I've learned. Yep. I've learned. I understand it now, baby. Huge. Solo team wipe. Well, not fully solo. Almost fully solo teamed wipe them. Actually, it might have been solo. I think I got the other guy too, didn't I? With the grenades. I know they're mad too. I gave them those vegetables. They said, no, please. Not that. Not the broccoli. Not the cruciferous greens. And I said, it's gotta be done. Oh shit. Got him. Clean. You're welcome, boys. Yeah, one of them just left. They gave up. Easy dub. I think I really demoralized them when I came and just fucking clapped both of their cheeks in the very first vault. Wait. Got it. Double assist. Oh, that was sad. That was very sad. Wow. This guy's got 14 frags right now. Man might drop a 20 burger on their skulls. Just reload. There we go. I got him, I got him.
A little revive would be nice, maybe? Teammates back!
last 30 seconds. Which team will triumph?
The teams need to push hard to secure their victory.
I'm just gonna rip it right here, raw.
Clean sweep, dirty intention.
What a slaughter. I'm double digits. He's in 20 kill ballpark, and our other guy still has 0. I don't even know how it's possible to have 0 right now with the slaughter we've been putting on him. It's been a full-blown hurtin'. Spread out, spread out, spread out. Clutch. Oh, no, no, no! I had that too. I got him, I got him.
Deploying turret.
Got him too. Clean. I got it, I got it. You protect us. Nice. Clean! Oh my god, that's strafe.
Jolting you back to action.
Oh! R.I.P. Rizzler, holy. Autistic Rizzler just got fucking sniped. I threaded the needle through there. Oh my. Got him. Got him too. Oh, he's still alive. Nope, no he's not. No he's not. No, the fuck he's not. Not on my watch. Let's go! That's a team wipe. Oh, that's my turret.
They run wild for resignation. Violently.
Clutch.
Wakey, wakey, back to the battle. One after another.
I've done it again. Huge clutch. Again. Ice in my veins. Gotcha. Team wipe. Fucking chicken jockey. I'm going ballistic. Easy. So easy! Bang! What an animal. What an animal. 8-0 in the final round. I absolutely farted on him. I straight pooted on him out here. Holy, that was easy. Damn, 26-3 I think is what that said. Nice, bronze 4. We're already cruising up the ranks. I'm shocked! I cannot believe Twitch is actually finally making bot busting a priority on the platform. Botting on Twitch has been a problem since the beginning of time, and they hadn't taken it seriously forever, but a month ago they made a statement where they claimed, listen guys, condoms finally coming off, we're going in raw against bots, we're finally going to do something about it. And I was excited, like that's something to celebrate, but I kind of thought they were just looking to score some good boy points online, like some brownie points, because Twitch's reputation been kind of in the shitter recently. I thought this was just something that they were just doing for lip service. I wasn't entirely convinced they were going to go that hard on it until today. Wow. They have actually done a really good job here, like in this first wave, of getting bots off of Twitch. Like bringing back down these artificially boosted numbers to what they actually are. There's a lot of examples to pull from. The data is all very new, mind you, but I think the best example is from a channel called Mira. I'm sure some of you have at least heard of this because this is something that people have been trying to put on Twitch's plate for the longest time about a channel that keeps getting recommended to them that isn't actually even a live stream. For the last couple of years, it is just a farming channel where Mira is just farming ads off botted numbers. She doesn't actually even really stream on there. I think she's gone live like a few times over the last couple of years, but it's live 24/7,
just pumping reruns of streams she did so long ago, like ancient history. So look at this. This channel, for I think like probably 3 years, I don't know how long it's been going on for, but it's been years, has been sitting at like a steady 2,000 viewers no matter the time of day. And all the channel has done for this time, pretty much exclusively, is run 24/7 reruns of old streams, yet somehow manages to maintain 2,000 viewers throughout the entire duration of it. Then, the day that Twitch bot smiting comes into effect, it goes from 2,000, then down to 1,500, and then the bot detection, I guess, must have kicked into fucking turbo drive. They went Wumbo style, and now she's sitting at 100 to 200. Pretty much overnight. This, to me, is like the most clear example of them actually doing something about botting. I was very surprised to see this. Her channel, which is live right now, by the way, because it's 24/7 reruns, this channel is constantly, or was constantly, recommended to anybody with a brand new account. Like, see how I'm not logged in or anything. I'm still on, like, light mode. This stream was recommended all the time, and somehow still had thousands of viewers on just reruns. Clearly, most, like, rational, sentient human beings aren't going to be watching that. Like, look at the chat. It doesn't move. And this is exactly what it looked like back then, too. No movement, there's no chatting, because it's not real. And now the bot detection is here, and you can see that it is finally working. Though I think there are still some bots, like some holdovers here, because there's no way there's 250 people here right now. It seems to me like there's definitely still some stubborn bots that Twitch wasn't able to get there, sticking on there like a hemorrhoid. The parasite bot infestation has been decimated, but not destroyed, because I cannot imagine 276 people being in this stream right now. Not even as background noise in like a tab they forgot on like an ancient laptop. I don't even see that being the case. I don't think there is a single soul in this realm right now. This shit is more empty than a theater showing Morbius. Like, I just don't believe that. But even still, it's clear that what Twitch is doing is actually pretty effective at blasting bots, which I didn't expect. Her channel, I think, is the best example of it, but there's a lot of other channels, like big streamers that went live over the last day, where their view counts have halved, or even more than halved in some cases. So they actually are taking it kind of seriously. Like I said, I was a little skeptical that they were even going to really try and take down bots, because inflated viewer numbers is good for the platform. Like, I thought they probably wouldn't actually put a lot of resources to it, but it seems I was very wrong. Now, another thing worth mentioning, this scam of like running reruns with bots is not exclusive to just her channel, but you have to wonder how much money she made off of that. This went on for years, and I'm so curious how much money she made just running old streams 24/7 reruns with botted view counts up to 2,000 to 3,000. That's probably a pretty substantial chunk of change. It's got a lot of people talking, and I think this is a really great thing from Twitch, to be honest. XQC made a tweet talking about it, saying, Twitch cracked down on bots in 2 to 3 days, and view botters / victims of view botting have been exposed. Streamers that are part of groups / orgs are seemingly being botted much more heavily. Don't want to start a witch hunt, but the data is interesting, go see for yourself. And then links Twitch tracker, which you can see for yourself. And people are scrubbing through with a fine-tooth comb, taking a peek at these big drops in viewer numbers. And right now, the findings are still pretty early, because this has only been in effect for like 2, maybe 3 days now. So it's still like very fresh data. This shit's straight out of the oven. But people are noticing that some of the biggest channels being hit were affiliated with orgs. So like XQC mentions, like some org-affiliated channels were, in a lot of cases, the recipients of some artificially boosted numbers, as evident by a huge drop in viewer numbers over the last couple days out of nowhere. Namely, OTK seems to be the big one. People are seeing a huge drop across the board for most of the channels that have gone live over the last couple days that are with the group. Another channel people have been paying very close attention to is Penguinz0. He's one of the biggest streamers in the world, and he went live the last couple days since the bot fisting has come out from Twitch, and they noticed that his average viewers for both streams had been about 20,000 less than normal. About 20,000 people were banished to the Shadow Realm here, and Penguinz0 even commented on it, believing that his account was probably botted. He believes with 95% certainty his channel was botted. and he agrees that removing these bot numbers and this fake phony baloney viewership from the platform is good for everybody there. And that seems to be the prevailing sentiment, that everyone agrees that getting rid of artificial viewership from Twitch is a net positive to the entire platform. The only people that'll have an issue with these fake numbers being blasted is going to be the people that are exploiting them. The people that are using the bot services are the only ones that are going to be outraged about it. Now, I also imagine the cope from a lot of people that are going to get caught red-handed with bots is going to be, it wasn't me. I must have been the victim of a malicious bot villain, a supervillain twirling his evil cartoonish mustache. Must have been botting me for all this time. I had no idea. And in some cases, like, that is a real thing. There are cases where some people will bot a channel just because they think it's going to get them in trouble. But that doesn't happen. Like, Twitch, for the longest time, has not taken this botting problem seriously. So that whole idea of, like, a bad actor botting a channel to try and get punishment put upon a streamer they don't like, it's not that common. It happens, sure, but it's not that common because everybody knows Twitch hasn't done anything about botters for so long. So how the fuck could that possibly still be a strategy that someone that doesn't like you would use? That's like you and your buddy going to the public pool and you eat pizza together and then your friend tries to tell the lifeguard that you didn't wait 30 minutes before getting in the pool. It's like, okay, who gives a fuck? Like, that's the whole way Twitch has treated botting for the longest time. Until now. I think that's going to be like the crutch a lot of people will claim. Like, I wasn't botting. I didn't sign off on anyone botting me. This must have been some stranger in the back alleys trying to hurt my reputation by botting me for all this time. And some people, I'm sure, will be telling the truth, but it's going to be hard to know for sure. But one thing that I think everyone will know for sure is that this is a really good thing for Twitch. I am so glad they're actually taking this seriously and actually wiping out such huge amounts of bots. I'm hoping they are still going to continue doing this because there's still work to be done. All of these bot services are going to do their best to circumvent this so that way their clients can continue to pay them money for this service. They're not just going to roll over and die. They're not going to go belly up and just admit defeat. This is always a tug of war. They are going to come up with new ways of trying to evade Twitch's detection, and I'm hoping this isn't just like a one-time thing where Twitch blew their whole load here on this bot blast. I'm hoping they will continue to allocate resources to fighting against the upcoming bots that are going to be, no doubt, surfacing soon. But either way, this is a great step in the right direction, and I hope it continues. Just wanted to yap about it a bit. That's it. So yeah, the movie was good. And I'm surprised to be saying that, because I went into this movie a little Scrooge-esque, you know, a little bah humbugging, because from the first trailer, I thought, like, yeah, this could be entertaining, but, you know, the last big screen Predator film, Predator 2018, was unbelievably horrible. That was complete dog shit, but I will always defend this. I think Predator 2018 is one of the more fun bad movies we've had in a long time. It is such a piece of trash in all of the right ways that it loops around to being entertaining. So bad, it's good. It is a film where the Predator species is harvesting the best DNA from all of the other species they hunt in order to make themselves stronger, so they splice it in to become, you know, even stronger to level up. And they choose humanity, and you're led to believe that they're choosing us because of our strong soldiers, but no, it turns out they're actually hunting our main character's son because he's autistic, and they want to harvest his autism to make themselves stronger. So they came to Earth to take our autism. Really entertainingly shit film. But it is, at its core, a shit film. So Predator Badlands, I didn't have the highest hopes for, especially considering I didn't like the new design of our main character here, Deck. I also didn't love the idea of the Predator being the good guy. Like, how can you really spin that in a way where you give a fuck? But in the context of the film, his look really works because he is the runt of his clan. And he is, like, about to be called because he is weak. And they're insulting him, this and that. So him looking so different from all the other Predators does make sense in the context of the film. And it works, and you buy into it. And I also really think that they do make you care about him. Like, having him be the main character and the good guy, I'll put in quotes, it works. And it doesn't feel like super cheesy or super stupid. Which I was pleasantly surprised by because, again, conceptually, I don't love the idea of taking the Yautja and making him more human throughout a hunt. I just feel like we don't need to make
every single character that you ever see in film have all these human traits. I think it's very cool if they're super different from humans across the board. So, like, the idea, I don't love, but they execute it really well to the point where I thought it was really well done, and I actually enjoyed it. And you know what you will enjoy is some canned goof juice, baby. That's right. Gamer Sups is back with some canned goof juice, this time sugar-free. It's available right now, so go get some sugar-free goof juice in a can, baby. What I will say gets a little cattywampus, though, is the humor. So, you can see from the trailer, he does team up with a synth. It's Elle Fanning's character, Thea, and the two of them basically form a little tag team in order for him to complete his task. And they actually banter occasionally. Like, I wouldn't quite say it's MCU humor, but it's just like little jokes and goofs here. Which I do think is a little weird because, I don't know, I feel like the Yautja probably wouldn't be so chummy while on this sacred hunt after everything that Deck had been through. I don't think he would be such an open book, ready to just start, like, joking and, like, nudging a friend here. It just feels a little odd. I don't even think it's, like, poorly done or anything, but I just think that's a little, a little much. Another thing that I was pretty concerned with is that this is PG-13, which I didn't know until I got to the theater. And watching the film, it doesn't feel like a PG-13 movie because there is so much gore, dismemberment, and death and destruction, but it's synths. So, and I'm going to avoid spoilers for now, we'll get into spoilers in a moment. A lot of other synths are there doing research on this planet where Deck is on his hunt. So he's killing a lot of, like, aliens and stuff, but it's not red blood, it's like Covenant blood from Halo. You got all kinds of different colored blood, yellow and shit, and the synths, of course, aren't red blood. So even though the kills are really gruesome with, like, heads being collapsed, impaled, ripped off, like entire spines getting ripped off, there's never any blood, so it's able to get away with a PG-13 rating, I guess, which is cool. I mean, I'm still glad that it's so gruesome, but I will say, it does make it feel a little weird because since they are synths, you're expecting them to be smart, but all the synths, aside from a couple, are actual fucking idiots, which to me doesn't make a whole lot of sense because why are these robots so dumb? And, like, they even show fear sometimes, like just random grunts, and I don't think they were, supposed to have that emotion there. Like, I understand there are some synths in the universe that do, but here, like, just random ones, like, they're all really dumb. And I just don't think that computes here, because why would they all be so bad at, like, deducing the most basic things? Like, there's actually a scene here where they go undercover to try and, stealthily break through enemy lines here, and the synth even stops one of them and actually falls victim to, like, a Jedi mind trick. Except I'm being very generous with that. It is literally, they're just telling a very comical lie to the synth's face, and he's believing it. And they eventually get the leg up on him because of it. So, like, why are they synths when they are this stupid? The only reason is so they can get away with a PG-13 rating and still have a ton of blood and gore. It's just, when you stop and think about it, it just doesn't really make a lot of sense why all of them are so dumb. They're robots. And I know it's not the biggest deal in the world, but it is just a little weird, unless these are like fucking first-generation Roombas or something, just like throwaway dumb idiot bots that they brought to this planet for an extremely crucial mission. But yeah, if you were worried about this movie being like really watered down because of its rating, I don't think that's really a fear you need to have going into it. I think they do a really good job with the action. In fact, I think the vast majority of this movie is action sequences. He's either hunting creatures on this planet, being hunted himself, or killing synths. So there is pretty much non-stop action happening, and I think it's all really, really cool. Like, they didn't pull any punches, even though it is a PG-13 rated film. So I thought they crushed it in that department. Now, before wrapping it up, I want to briefly get into some spoilers to talk about some other stuff I thought was really cool, but it is a spoiler, so here's a spoiler warning. I really liked Thea, and I really liked seeing more of the Yautja culture. I thought it was very cool to see the Yautja home planet and seeing Deck fight against other Yautja. So him versus father at the very end, I think was super hype, where he, easily, well, not, I guess I won't say easily, but he overpowers the Royal Guard. I'm assuming they're the Royal Guard, considering they're his father's right-hand men. And the way that he evolved after his time on the most dangerous planet we've seen yet, the Death Planet Jenna, was very cool. And then his showdown with his father that mirrored what happened to his brother, basically. And then he says, I have my own clan. I think was a really fun conclusion, and the way they set up for a further Predator film was very hype with his mother showing up. I thought that was so fucking cool, and I think they did a great job with the action. And I really liked the Yautja, and I'd love to see more from it. And I also, like I said, like Thea. I think Thea was a very cool character to see in here as well, where she was able to kind of humanize is probably not the right word, but help Dex see that maybe not everything he'd been taught about the Yautja is the only way to live. Maybe there's more to it than just hunting alone. Maybe it's worth, hunting in a pack like wolves and protecting instead of just killing, that kind of thing, which I know can be very cliche, but I think it works really well in this film. So I liked it a lot. I liked it significantly more than I expected. I think it's very hype, and I do hope there is a follow-up to it. Hopefully there is a sequel where we see more of Deck and more of Thea and more of Bud. I think it was very fun. So anyway, it was a good movie. That's about it. So yeah. Here's a story I didn't expect to be revisiting so soon. The Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel cheating scandal. So a couple weeks ago, I made a video going over what was known at the time that Diana Rossini, who is a sports reporter, has been for a long time, was photographed in a romantic getaway with Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel. This naughty sin started blowing up immediately because Diana Rossini has been in the industry for a very long time, and she is married to a man named Kevin. Mike Vrabel has been a coach for a while. It is a very prominent coach at the moment, and he is married to a woman named Jennifer. And yet here they are, with this potential affair just now broadcast out there for everyone to see. So they started scrambling to try and come up with excuses like, oh, actually we had so many friends there and you guys just didn't catch them on camera. This is totally normal for a sports reporter to be romantically hugging and touching and being in a hot tub alone with the head coach that she's probably reporting on. And make no mistake, Diana Rossini's favorite topic is Mike Vrabel. Before she deleted her Twitter account, banishing it to the Shadow Realm in a panic when people started combing through it, she had more tweets about Mike Vrabel than she did her husband and son combined. She thought about Mike Vrabel more than Garfield thinks about lasagna. She was always posting about him. And anyway, no one really knew how deep this rabbit hole went until the last couple days as more and more pictures emerged. This was an affair that had been going on for approximately 6 years. It gets fucking diabolical. Before getting into the new information though, I want to once again set the stage showing you just how much there was out there. It seemed like she was constantly gloating subtly about being unfaithful to her husband, but she wasn't shy about humiliating her husband, Kevin. In fact, that became like her anime finishing move. Diana Rossini wants to make a joke? Well, it's gotta be at the expense of her husband.
To address this, it happened earlier in our program today. For those of you who weren't watching, Diana Rossini said this.
And I think we all do weird things when we're in love, and we overshare and overpost. And look, he's getting married to a beautiful actress. I'm married to someone average. I don't post a lot about him. If I was married to someone beautiful, I'd overpost too.
Now, this doesn't seem nice. We have put together photos of Diana's husband here for everyone to see so you can make some amends on national television.
We're average together. And you know what the worst part is? He sent me a text during that segment, not watching because he actually works for a living. And he said, good luck today. Be great on Get Up. So the guy's got a heart of gold, and here I am on national TV killing him. Look, we're average together, but he makes me above average because he married me. So I am so sorry. I need to really stop killing my husband on television. I'm going to be divorced by Christmas.
Good one, Diana. If I had a beautiful husband, I'd post about him too, but instead I got average Joe Schmo over here, this oaf. So of course I keep him hidden in the basement. I don't want anyone to see that. Shameful. That's crazy. And she even goes a step further, letting people know that her husband seems very sweet, even sent her like an encouraging text like, "You've got it, hun, you're gonna do great on the show." Only for her to then turn around and be like, "Oh, my husband's fucking ugly. UGLY, you ain't got no alibi. Am I fucking right, guys? My husband. Let's point and laugh at this guy, shoot spitballs at him." Not beautiful, by the way. Craziness. And this isn't the only example of her doing that. This is just the most egregious and most cruel. I think that is just brutal and heartbreaking to hear. But she has plenty of others where she'd make jokes like, "There are so many things I did in Miami I can't tell my husband. He would not understand." And just a bunch of like jabs at her husband. And Mike Vrabel also did the same to Jen. There is a resurfaced clip of Diana Rossini interviewing Vrabel and bringing up his wife, which is also some sick, twisted shit because these two were in an affair for an extended period of time. And Mike Vrabel also just insults his wife too. So it seemed like it was part of like their bonding ritual, Diana and Mike, to insult their spouses publicly.
Your wife, Jen, is a superb athlete.
I would say used to be.
Maybe used to be, but she still got it in her, I'm sure, the way you do. Which sport do you think Jen could beat you at now?
Ping pong.
Ping pong. Have you ever done it with her?
Hmm? I get too aggressive.
Yeah, I
can't.
see that.
After it's two volleys, I just try to.
Real classy stuff there, Mike. What an excellent answer. Your wife is a superb athlete. Oh, well, I wouldn't go that far. I don't know about that. Actually, used to be is more appropriate. That's the correct term. She is no longer. But Diana, speaking of superb athletes, how about you? Gold medalist in the dickus. The cockput. Am I right, Diana? We're fucking. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you want me to compliment you, don't you, Diana? Here, let me belittle my wife. Let me put her down in front of you, Diana, so you know that I care more about you than my wife, huh? Good stuff, Mike. Really incredible stuff. Point is, Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel weren't exactly overly shy about farting on their spouses here in the public eye, making them kind of a joke and insulting them. Now, the aftermath of those initial photos and initial information that came out was Diana Rossini's resignation. She resigned from her position at The Athletic. Mike Vrabel also just recently made a statement, but there's been even more new information. It has truly been Pandora's box that's been opened on this topic. There are so many photos of them together dating all the way back to 2020. That is these photos right here. These were taken in March 2020, and they showed Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel getting intimate publicly. That looks to be a smooch coming in there. I'm no private eye, but I can say with a high level of confidence that right there is a kiss. I would eat my left shoe if it turned out to be anything but a romantic exchanging of saliva. So I think it's pretty clear these two had been seeing each other for an extended period of time behind the backs of their significant others. These photos were taken approximately like 6 months before Diana got married to Kevin. And what becomes even more evil is Diana Rossini's son was born in August of 2021. And guess what the son was named? Michael. That's fucking crazy because her son now shares the same name as the man that she's cheating on her husband with. Again, I'm not a detective, but I can follow a stinky smell, and I think these breadcrumbs have got quite the odor. I don't think that's any kind of innocent coincidence, especially when you take a look at further evidence from her tweets like this. Keep looking at my almost 4-day-old son Michael whilst trying to figure out who are the best Michaels to ever play and coach in the NFL. Mike Vrabel was formerly a player in the NFL and is a head coach in the NFL, formerly with the Titans, now with the Patriots. I mean, that tweet is 4 days after her son was born, and she's instantly talking about a potential best coach named Michael. That's kind of weird. And she had been routinely cheating on her husband with a coach named Michael Vrabel. I mean, it doesn't take a genius here to piece this puzzle together. That's fucking disgusting, man. I feel so bad for her husband. Now, anyway, like I mentioned, Mike Vrabel also made a statement
loosely addressing everything that was going on here. He didn't get into the weeds of it, but he did give a statement which does contradict what was coming from Diana Rossini's camp that was kind of outright denying all of it. Mike Vrabel's is a little more pointed about what's going on.
You know, I've had some difficult conversations with people that I care about, with my family, the organization, the coaches, the players. Those have been positive and productive. We believe in order to be successful on and off the field, you have to make good decisions. That includes me, that starts with me. We never want our actions to negatively affect the team. We never want to be the cause of a distraction. And those are comments and questions that I've answered for the team and with the team. We'll keep those private.
So he seems to be much more about saying that he's made some decisions that go against what he believes is, you know, acceptable. It's not up to his standards, but he doesn't actually start talking about cheating on his wife with Diana Rossini, but you can tell that that's what that's in regards to this whole story here. He's not denying it or anything fully, or anything like what Diana Rossini and her team tried to do with like all these excuses that obviously didn't make any sense. So his is a little more directly talking about it and not just shooting it down. And he's talking about how like he's talked with the team and stuff, that kind of thing. And he's keeping other things private and he's talking with his family. But yeah, anyway. Pretty crazy how much has come out now about these two. I am blown away by the amount of photos that exist of these two together over the years. I don't know how they were able to keep the cheating a secret for this long. It's fucking gross stuff, man. Especially Diana Rossini naming her son Michael, seemingly after Mike Vrabel, the man she is cheating on her husband with for 6 fucking years. That actually had me audibly go, oh, when I saw that. Crazy stuff, man. It really is. Anyway, I just had to give you the follow-up. That's about it. See ya. Say whatever you want about Court, but don't you dare besmirch the good name of Zoom Court. It's an entirely different beast. The gift that keeps on giving. Zoom Court has given us golden nuggets of content. It is the perfect combination, like peanut butter to jelly. Zoom and Court. What a wonderful thing. Giving us access to incredible moments like this.
You cannot be driving, ma'am. What are you doing? Come on.
I'm not driving. I'm a passenger in a car.
You're still not. I'm not hearing cases with people driving or as passengers in cars.
Okay, I will pull over right now.
Short of us coming out to everybody's house and doing these on boats and stuff in the summer, I don't know.
I'm going to be honest with you. I replayed that statement from the judge close to 10 times. I don't have a fucking clue what he said. Door to butts coming out and doing these on boats and stuff, maybe? But I've never heard that expression, door to butts. So it's probably not that. I don't know. There's something about that sentence that is not computing in my brain. Anyway, I'll lore dump so that way you can understand what the case was about. So this woman was in a bit of a messy situation here, some hot water, and an attorney named Brian Groen was seeking a default judgment here for a total of $1,921, and Carol was not on the call initially. Later on, though, a mysterious iPhone joined the call. Who is this 4chan hopping in? And it was later determined that this was the woman they were looking for. She was just late. The judge then instructed her to turn on the camera to ensure she has her name listed on the account. Her defense for the tardiness was that she was sitting in a room and didn't realize that she wasn't in the right spot and apologized for it. Now, even though they had already got the farty sharded without her, her presence there did postpone that default judgment, and she was given the chance to, turn on her camera and participate here despite being tardy. Now, that's where the clip starts. She turns on the camera and it's pretty clear she's driving a car. And the judge calls it out saying, like, come on. This is a little absurd. Why are you driving in the middle of this right here? And that's when she cooks up the Galaxy Brain scheme here. She starts playing a little bit of chess while everyone else is playing checkers.
She says that she's not driving, she's a passenger in that vehicle. And then she really plants her feet. She buckles down in lat spreads and she starts trying to complete all the quick time events here to wiggle her way out of this one.
I'm sorry, I have an emergency. I'm going out of town for a family member, but I will have my driver pull over. Hang on 1 second. I'm sorry. I didn't know that I wasn't allowed to be in a car, but hang on 1 second.
Am I crazy, or does it not look like you're driving that car?
I'm not driving the car. I'm a passenger in the car, sir.
Now it's time for a little LA Noire style investigation from the judge here. I think it's pretty obvious she's driving, but she's about to do everything in her power to squeak out the W here and convince everyone that she's just a passenger in the vehicle.
What side of the car are you on?
I'm on the left-hand side.
How would you be on the left-hand side if you're a passenger in the front seat? Am I missing something?
Right-hand side. I'm sorry. I've been sitting in a room. I didn't know.
Yeah, the seatbelt's coming off of the driver's side. Right? You know you're lying to me, right?
No, I'm not, sir.
Great questions from the judge here. I also think her head movements are pretty clear. That's a dead giveaway. She literally looks around as she's making this turn, but the judge makes very good calls here. How could you be on the left-hand side if you're in the passenger seat up in front? And she's like, no, I meant, that's not what I meant, And he's like, but the seatbelt's coming out of the driver's side, which she had no rebuttal for. She just lets that one kind of dissipate. She just hopes that they forget about that one, like a video game NPC. Must have been the wind. Just de-aggro there and not follow up on the seatbelt question, which was a great observation because that seatbelt is indeed coming out of the driver's side. If she was a passenger, it would have been on the other side there.
Let me see the driver. Let me see the driver.
Hang on 1 second.
Now.
I have to ask their permission.
Now.
Oh my God.
That look she gives when he requests to see the driver is fucking perfect. That is cartoonish. That look right there is some shit out of a Whitest Kids You Know sketch. I cannot believe how incredible her response to that question was. But she did come up with something, though. She didn't just fold there. She's like, oh, I can't just show you the driver. I don't want to violate his privacy. I need to ask for the driver's permission first. Hold your horses. Calm down. Let me ask the driver real quick. And then she gets out of the vehicle. Where is the driver? Where is he? Is he riding on the hood of the car or something? So now she needs to go track him down? Why did she get out of the car in order to try and ask the driver permission to show him to the judge?
Oh, you're not in the you weren't in the driver's side. You think I'm that stupid? I'm going to go ahead and enter a default judgment. Our paperwork says that we can't have, that they can't drive. Does it not, Jennifer?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I took a breath in and started choking. Well, I missed what you said.
Does our paperwork not tell people that they can't be in a car?
I don't know, Your Honor. I'd have to look at it again. I haven't looked at it in a while.
The paperwork that I'm looking at, it does not say that I cannot be in a car.
I love that she walks around the vehicle. She puts it to her ear so you can't see it super well, but you can watch her walk behind the car, start to walk behind the car, and then she goes into the passenger side in order to continue the conversation. Genius. She's really cooking here.
I'm entering a default judgment. You lied to me. Judgment 1921-85. Send me your counsel and put in there defendant was not available at the time and then was driving a car and telling the court she was not. I'm entering a default judgment. Have a great day. Thank you.
Now, according to this article, she has released a statement of her own about everything that unfolded here, and she's no longer trying to stick with the ruse of being a passenger in the vehicle. I want to be clear that I take responsibility for my mistake. Appearing on a Zoom court hearing while I was driving was poor judgment, and I regret that decision. I panicked in the moment and made the wrong call instead of pulling over or asking to reschedule. For that, I am truly sorry. At the same time, I believe what has happened since then has gone far beyond addressing a mistake. A brief moment of poor judgment has turned into a viral spectacle that's affecting my reputation, my family, and my ability to move forward with my life. I respect the court and the rule of law, but I also believe in fairness and proportionality. The question I'm left asking is whether this situation needed to become a public example at the expense of someone's livelihood and dignity. I am human, I made a mistake, I own that mistake, and I am willing to accept the consequences, but I hope people will consider whether the response has been about accountability or about turning a moment into something far bigger than it needed to be. Now, her statement makes it sound like she's lost her job or something as a result of this, which I can't find any information on, but hopefully that's not the case. She's talking about it as though it's being reported for the sake of, like, accountability or, like, you know, some kind of big witch hunt, as though it's something very serious. It's not, and I don't really see that response from everything that's been, you know, shared and reported about it. It's really being portrayed as like a lighthearted, silly thing. Like what she was facing in court isn't, you know, the most heinous of crimes or anything, where she's some kind of crazy fucking supervillain, you know, mustache twirling evil. And what she did is very goofy, but it's also pretty harmless. She got her hand in the cookie jar and got caught, and she tried to wiggle her way out of it, and it didn't work. Really, the biggest thing was driving while doing this Zoom court, like potentially distracted driving. But she did a lot better than fucking Twitch streamers and Kick streamers when it comes to having a stream while driving. She didn't really look at her phone at all until she had fully pulled over and then got out. So she did a lot better in that regard than a lot of, like, streamers do. So I don't think it's all that serious, and I haven't seen people responding aggressively to it or anything, nor have I really seen it being reported as something serious. More so just something, like, wacky. From everything I've seen, it's all been pretty lighthearted. Like, of course, it's the internet, so I'm sure there's some degenerate assholes going ballistic with it, and maybe that's what she's seeing, but it definitely doesn't warrant that. I agree with her. That does not make sense for what unfolded here. And also agree that, yeah, people make mistakes sometimes and some of them are silly. And like this one, for instance, it was definitely something that had me giggling, so I wanted to yap about, but at the end of the day, it's not that serious. It was just some lighthearted goofs around here, so ultimately, I'm wishing her the best. I hope this isn't, you know, something super detrimental to her or anything like that, and hopefully it is something that she could look back on herself and laugh at, like, yeah, that was a wacky one. It happens. Anyway, though, that's really about it. So, yeah. Primate, a new horror movie about a chimpanzee with rabies that starts killing an entire house party. Is it good? I mean, kinda, I suppose. I saw that this film debuted with overwhelming enthusiasm and, like, really high scores, so I thought for a moment that the trailers were deceiving and this wasn't, like, a really simple movie. It's not just, you know, a slasher film where the bad guy is a chimpanzee. There must be, like, a lot of depth or something, like a, you know, a very complex onion to peel apart. After seeing it, I could tell you it is a slasher with the chimpanzee taking pleasure in just killing people having a house party. I'm a little surprised at how high the reviews are. I think maybe people just appreciate the unapologetic nature of just how simple a movie this is. Anyway, though, this film is every horror cliche you could possibly find in a slasher put into here, but with a new Fortnite skin on it. And I gotta tell you, the new skin does make it more entertaining. It is, like, actually very silly to see, like, an evil chimpanzee become fucking ghost face here. Like, even trying to scare and torment the people that he's killing. So there's a scene where he's got, like, an iPad that can, like, verbalize for him. So he starts spamming Lucy, bad, Lucy, bad, Lucy, bad, Lucy, bad, right before, like, jumping on her from the fucking top turnbuckle to, like, you know, go crazy on her. But overall, the film doesn't do anything you haven't seen a million times before, with characters making the stupidest decisions. And I know I say that for so many horror movies, but it's because it's so common. In this one, I don't think a character even accidentally makes a good decision. Anyway, though, I've already kind of dove into the meat and potatoes without even giving you, you know, like, the actual overview here. Obviously, we're going to be getting into spoilers. Here's your spoiler warning. So the movie is about a family that has a pet chimpanzee named Ben. Ben has been trained from the mother, who was a linguistics expert, to communicate with them. The mother has passed away, so now it's just the daughters and the dad, and one of the daughters is finally coming home after a long time away, and she brings her friend, who brings her friend, and they meet two dudes on the plane who are like your quintessential frat douchebag party, like, titties, a beer, yes! That is all they are. And they meet them on the plane. Then they go to Lucy's house. She's our main character. And Lucy's father is about to go away because it's an important deal that he's got to do. So even though his daughter's finally home, he can't really stay and celebrate. So it's Lucy, her sister, and Lucy's friends. And they have a house party because Papa's not there anymore. So they said, it's time for beer and weed. So they have a house party because the house is all to themselves. We meet Ben, who unfortunately got in a little bit of a tussle with a mongoose. And the mongoose had rabies. Then Ben escapes from his enclosure after murdering one of the doctors that was coming to check on him. He rips his face off. The gore in this movie is pretty impressive. Like, I know it's a lower budget film, but it actually looked pretty solid. It's not just some like super lazy low budget CGI that you'd find on a CW show or anything. I looked it up. It's practical. It's an actor in a suit with an animatronic face for the chimpanzee. So it looks good. And it's not like, you know, very cheap suit or anything. You know, don't be picturing that scene from SpongeBob where he gets him in the sack and starts beating the devil out of him. Like, it is a decent looking film. And the kills are pretty brutal. Like, Ben rips someone's jaw off, like, straight off their face. Like, and it doesn't look like, you know, dog shit PS2 graphics or anything. And that's pretty much the whole movie. I basically described the entire story. It is, they were throwing a party because Dad was out of town, Ben's got rabies, and now he just wants to kill everybody. So they're trying to survive the night. And boy howdy, let me tell you, they do a fucking terrible job at surviving. They are worse at that than mosquitoes. And those stupid bastards fly into electric bug zappers. Like, it is crazy just how many awful decisions these characters make. So, for example, when they first start to recognize something is wrong with Ben, he's getting aggressive. He bites one of the sisters, and she's like bleeding out, basically. They jump in the pool right afterwards because they correctly deduce that Ben can't swim. So they get in the pool, and then Ben gets his iPad out and he starts just saying, dead, 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 taunting them. And like trying to like circle them, and they're just floating in this pool for a while. Eventually, Ben like ambushes them, so he climbed over the top of the pool and then dropped on the other side to like scare them and like try and grab one of them, but fails. And he's just sitting on that edge, and the edge of the pool is right by a cliff. So the only guy here at this party decides he's going to be the big shot hero, and he comes up with a plan to push Ben off the side. And when he goes to push Ben off the side, Ben basically just flips him over instead, and then he falls to his death and has his head explode on a rock down below. Then Ben comes up and starts laughing, like maniacal laughter, like a comic book villain. Why would the guy think that the best choice would be to push the chimpanzee? The chimpanzee is 1,000,000 times stronger than him. That was only ever going to end in disaster. If him... I don't understand that plan, because they had just discussed that he probably has rabies, like that's probably what's causing this, and they know he can't swim, and they would probably know that water would frighten him, and he's on the edge of a pool, on the edge of a cliff. If he had instead just started splashing water at him, Ben probably would have freaked out and fallen off the cliff. But instead he decides to go for like a Goldberg spear on him, which ends with him dying. I don't know why he wouldn't just splash him with water first. But anyway, I don't need to get hung up on just how terrible the decisions were from the crew here on trying to survive. Like, every decision they made was counterintuitive to surviving. Like, if their goal was to be alive, they did everything in their power to ensure that couldn't happen. But I have to call out one inexplicable scene. So there's two dudes on the plane that I briefly mentioned. The reason I mentioned them is because they did play an important role. While they were partying, one of the girls decides to give them a call saying, come fuck our brains out, like teasing them, and then leaves a message with her address. And we don't hear from them again, and then of course Ben breaks out and all hell breaks loose. And then randomly, after, you know, there's been some death around the area from Ben killing them. Not just the one guy, but also one of the other girls got pummeled to death. Well, then those two dudes show up. They're already, like, plastered, but they, like, break into the house. They open the door, and they're like, whoa, it's time to party. Who's looking for penis delivery? And they're just walking around this house that no one is there. There's shit thrown all over the place, and they're just, like, joking around like, yeah, dude, they're probably upstairs waiting for us to come bone them. I'm gonna check upstairs, but you check downstairs just in case. We're gonna get super laid tonight. And they're just walking around this house, like, drinking their beer. These are strangers, by the way. They'd never met apart from, like, the 3 minutes they spent hanging out on the plane. And they break into this house with all the lights off. It looks like there's no signs of life, but it looks like there was some kind of struggle. And they're just wandering around aimlessly. One of the dudes goes into the girl's room. Well, multiple rooms, actually. And then he's, like, just hanging out on her bed. Still, he has seen no signs of life in this house. They are actually just burglarizing this place. And he's just hanging out there, and then he looks at a picture that's on the nightstand. He's like, oh, it's a pet chimp. Weird. Puts it aside, and then, of course, Ben is there, and that's when he rips the dude's jaw out. And then he also kills the other guy who was still wandering around the house, and then he eventually saw all of the girls in the pool, like, passed out on a flotation device, because they had been, you know, floating there for so long, they got exhausted and fell asleep there, and he's like, dude, I found the chicks! Mind you, in order to even get to that area to see the girls in the pool, he had to walk through a minefield of broken glass because Ben had busted through a glass door. Meaning, he walked through the broken glass, thought nothing of it, then saw them unconscious in the pool and was like, yeah, they're here, the girls! And then he gets killed by Ben. It's just so weird, because, like, no matter how dumb, like, no matter how lobotomized or drunk you are, I don't think that would ever actually happen, which is why in this kind of movie, you have to suspend disbelief so hard. And I guess that maybe is, like, the big appeal, because it's very unapologetic with how stupid these characters are, and even the concept itself is so outrageously, like, over the top, like just a killer chimpanzee that just wants to kill for fun after contracting rabies. Like, it is wacky and over the top, but I had to mention that because I was sitting there stunned like, no way. No way we're watching this right now. And it's also really inconsistent with how strong Ben is. Like, I'm sure many of you have heard the stories of, like, chimpanzee attacks and how brutal it is and how strong they are. Like, the one chimpanzee that ripped the lady's face off and, you know, got shot 6 times and still didn't even go down. Like, it is incredible how strong these animals are. In this movie, they showcase that a little bit with Ben, sometimes, but then other times, like on Lucy, there's like 4 scenes of him just like beating Lucy to death, and she's totally fine. There's a scene where he breaks her wrist, like breaks her whole hand and wrist, and then in the next scene, it's fully healed for Lucy. She even picks up a shovel and hits him with it, with no issue at all. So like sometimes he's extremely strong, and then other times he's really weak. And there's like a scene where they like close a door in Ben's face, and Ben is like trying to open the door, but one of the girls is able to like hold the door closed on him somehow. Like somehow she was able to overpower Ben. Like it's just sometimes they just nerfed him. Like he was really weak for some reason. Well, not for some reason, obviously to fit what the plot needed in that moment, but it was just very inconsistent there, which again, you're probably not even going to be thinking or caring about because this movie is just like so silly, and I feel like it has to be self-aware. I couldn't get like a full gauge on if this movie was self-aware or not, but I have to imagine that it is. Anyways though, there's no need to yap about it further. I don't think the movie's like good or great or anything like that, but it is entertaining. Like it is silly, like unapologetically silly with how the film plays out in a lot of cases. So if you're just looking for like a really like, you know, simple, fun movie where a chimpanzee kills a bunch of people, that is exactly what you get with Primate. There's no bait and switch there. There's no false advertisement. That is exactly what you get. So yeah, I mean, that's really about it. So yeah. Oh, thanks for stopping by. Welcome to the Smile Booth. Can I take your order? One ear-to-ear grin. Good choice. Coming right up. I want to give you something
to actually, like, this isn't even sarcasm. I want to give you something to actually smile about. The biggest charity stream ever is currently going on right now, and the amount of money that it is raising for an organization called Cancer Fighters is extraordinary. It comes from Polish streamers Lotwogang. I'm sure I butchered the pronunciation. I'm so fucking sorry. I don't know how to say it properly. Anyway, 9 days ago, they started a stream to raise money for a charity called Cancer Fighters. You can see that they had a goal of 10,000 zloty, which is roughly 2,700 USD. Over the course of the 9 days, what has unfolded is genuinely extraordinary. They went well above that goal. They soared far higher than that, and it became the most successful charity stream ever. As of me making this video right now, the 9 days has just now ended, and I don't want to spoil the surprise for how much they raised, but whatever you're thinking, those are rookie numbers. You're going to need to drastically pump those numbers up. You're going to need to double it, maybe even triple it, because this was the record-breaking charity stream that I genuinely don't think people would ever guess to the amount of money that was raised. It is incredible. This had Polish celebrities, influencers, television stations, everyone coming together not only to watch it, but also to donate and support, the money going directly to children battling cancer through this organization called Cancer Fighters. It became just all of Poland supporting this. And what they have achieved is awe-inspiring.
To pędzi! Nie przestajemy, pełna!
Dobrze.
Jaką?
No jaką?
Się nigdzie nie wybieram, ciągle tutaj jestem. Dawaj Maja tego pozera. Ciągle tutaj jestem.
This was a little 6-7 treat here for everyone. 67 million zloty comes out to around 18 million USD that they had raised as of that moment. That's not where it capped out. I just wanted to show you that one because I found it to be kind of wholesome, and also that video right there does kind of explain some of what was going on with the stream. At the time, 550,000 viewers is what the stream was peaking at. And if you thought that's the highest peak it could reach, you'd be a damn fool. You'd be like my pediatrician who predicted that I would cap out at 5'8". Except I didn't reach 5'8". I stopped at 5'6". So you'd be the opposite of my pediatrician, because they kept growing. I stopped growing at 5 foot. They went way above 550,000 concurrent viewers and way above $18 million raised.
Wyrok! Rak to nie 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 wyrok! Zapamiętajcie to, rak to nie wyrok! 200 milionów, ale to jest tylko część tego wszystkiego! Te pieniądze ratują życie! Ratują życie, słuchajcie!
Here's the moment that they hit 200 million zloty raised for Cancer Fighters, which comes out to right around $55 to $56 million. And they're still not done, by the way. Still only climbing from here. Their stream peaked, from what I was seeing, at 1.6 million concurrent viewers. That number in and of itself is absolutely fucking incredible, but it's even more wild when you look at the population of Poland. Poland has a population, from what I read, about 37 million people. So 1.6 million accounts for a little over 4% of the entire population of Poland was tuning into this stream and raising money for kids battling cancer. And again, from what I read about with this charity and this charity stream, 100% of those donations are going directly to that cause. So it is just an outstanding thing. And it's so incredible to see all of that support. And that brings us to the grand total. It just concluded after the 9 days. The charity stream from Latwo Gang raised over 250 million zloty, which is around $68 million. Amazing. Genuinely amazing. I wanted to yap about this a little bit because I think this is such a positive thing. It started with a goal of $2,500 and it concludes 9 days later over 68 million to help children battling cancer. An amazing stream, an amazing achievement. I just wanted to yap about it a bit. It's really about it. See ya. Yeah, we're gonna visit Iceland? No, I don't fly. So unless Iceland comes to me, I don't plan on getting out there anytime soon. I'm still praying for Pangea sequel where every continent clumps together again so I can drive anywhere in the world. But we'll see. Pangea 2 might not be in the cards. There's my boy Austin. There's only 2 guarantees in life. Death and Austin texting me for drugs. Imagine I fail with a 107% chance of success. Don't know why Harold's giving me so much fucking attitude over here with that look. What drugs are you selling now? Just Mega Fruit Meth, and I have some premium quality Granddaddy Stink that I give out to Randy, Eugene, and Greg so I can unlock the new dealer. Have you tried Addy and Meth? Not yet. I'm waiting for horse semen. Horse semen's like a graduation present for me, like how sometimes parents get their kids a car when they graduate. For me, it's horse semen when I hit Hustler 3. Benji, don't tell me you just started selling right now. Why is he slacking all of a sudden? He used to be such a hustler. Now he's just a fucking sloth. That man doesn't do anything anymore. Did you hear Schedule 1's being investigated by the devs of Drug Dealer Simulator for copyright infringement? I saw that headline, I didn't bother looking into it too much, but just that headline makes me giggle really hard. That feels so fitting. I will say I like Schedule 1 far more than Drug Dealer Simulator. I think this is the best drug dealing sim so far. Like, I really feel like I'm out here on the grind changing the world with my recipes. Schedule 1 game of the year. Hey, it's getting pretty close. I feel like it's got a fighting chance. This shit slaps. Hearing the Schedule 1 orchestra would be crazy. Actually, it would be. Like, that orchestra would go ballistic. Because the music does clap. Like, this is baby making music in here. It is a really unironically good soundtrack. Peter, where are you going, man? Just wait, just do the deal here. Brother, you know you're not making it out of this alive. You know what? I've got an idea. Since he wants to disrespect me like that, won't take his knuckle sandwich like a man, I've got an idea. Ugh. Peter, you are so lucky that I can't afford a revolver right now because I'm not a Hustler 3. You are so fucking lucky, bud. Ugh. Hey Kyle, check this out. Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck. Miss Ming is a casual meth head. She only ever orders 1 mega fruit at a time. She doesn't want to overindulge. She doesn't want to get addicted. Just 1 meth crystal a day. Keep the doctor away, you know what I mean? Alright, I'm really thinking about a second chemist. Because I feel like that'll be good. At the very least, I think I'm going to get another mixer. So I can improve my product. Don't I have a mixer at my apartment? I just remembered, I still have a mixer at my apartment I never took away. I just need the other chemist. I think it's worth. Especially as I continue to grow and scale the business, having a second chemist is just going to be a godsend. I'm going to do it. Oh, big earning day. Holy. That's a huge level up for us. We get improved pseudo, a drying rack, and horse semen. Like, what the fuck? That's big. That's huge from Santa. There you go, Matthew. Look at you. Look at you. You're working my mixer. Part of the crew, part of the ship. Why is it taking so long, though, man? What are you doing? What'd we get?
Big Thunderfuck. How much that retail for? $165. That's an improvement. Hurry up, Peter, please. Thanks, Peter. Is that you, Greg? There you are. Yes! Got the new dealer. That's so big. That is massive for us. That's a game changer. Spam max bet on all slots at the casino, saw someone win 30K. I don't gamble. That's a sin. I feel like if I give my dealer, like, low-quality meth, the people he sells to might get mad, and we've already seen when they get mad, they will just beat your ass sometimes mercilessly. I wonder if I'm just setting him up for failure. Maybe I should just wait until my, new pseudo-cooks come in. What do you mean you haven't had your fix in so long, brother? It's been minutes. Actual minutes. Come with me, Kevin. You need God, brother. I'll tell you that much. Find me another dealer who does this for his clients, his fucking junkie clients. I'll give you a single mega fruit. What the fuck is this, man? I discount the shit out of it. And it's still not a 100% guarantee. He's got everything set up. My chemist is working on it. Matthew's, he's working. He's doing a cook. William is, yep, picking up the clean meth. Yep. There you go. There you go. Now we're a well-oiled machine. Ooh, that was close. Almost collided with the officers on my skateboard. They would have shaken me down for all the money in my pocket. What? What is wrong with you? Get off my fucking... I don't know her! I don't know her! I don't know her! I don't know... Jesus Christ, you're a fucking idiot. Who was that? Was that you, Kathy? In front of my headquarters, in front of the police. I'm getting a gun. I'm putting a bullet between her eyes. She had a wire. Yeah. Ugh. How? How did he sniff me out over here? Oh, fuck. Was that a cop or was that Austin looking for his fix? Oh, Jesus! Oh my God, they were right there. Thank you, decoy dumpster. Holy shit, that was close. Oh my God. How did they know I was here? There's probably that same lady. I need to get the fuck out of this area. The cops are, like, really attentive. I heard someone get shot. If there's any justice in the world, it was Peter. Every time I hear, like, those late-night shots, I'm always hopeful that someone finally put Peter out of our misery. Peter, I'm coming back for you. And I'm coming strapped. I'm gonna need a gun. Yep. I'll take it. Thank you. No ammo, right? Let me... my inventory's full. Hold on, let me make this sale. Damn it. I'm gonna have to go all the way around. You should know better, Miss Ming. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. That's good stuff. Alright. Gonna
Need some ammo. Thank you. How do I... How do I combine? Oh, because you already have ammo. Oh, I just assumed I was going to have to buy ammo as well. Okay, whatever. Can never have too many bullets. I'm sure Peter will find a way to get himself healed. He'll fucking find a Phoenix down or something. I'm sure this won't be the last of them, but I'm going to do my best. Enjoy your last smoke. Nope. Oh, fuck, I'm so sorry, Miss Ming. God, where's my reticle? There we go. What? Oh, shit. Hang up. All the times I've hit him with a baseball bat really made him more immune to bullets. I'll text you in the morning, Peter. I'm sure I'll hear from you soon enough. How's it going, Brad? Sounds like a great deal to me, Brad. I got some product for you right here, Brad.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we give Brad pretty much everybody on this side, so... Greg is his neighbor, so that'll be good. Jennifer really fucked me. I might go execute her. Haven't decided yet. I'll keep you posted. I want to keep Philip. You can take Randy. And who else should I take in the first round of the draft? I feel like I keep this clientele. I think this is solid. I like Philip a lot. Philip is a high roller. Miss Ming usually likes to be on this side of town anyway. No, that's not true. Miss Ming she's ventured deep. She has been known to go way out of the beaten path. So who should his last client be? Maybe Kim. I think Kim works on this side, doesn't she? Does she? I don't... George doesn't. George I see on the other side of the town all the time. I just dealt to him by the statue. I'll put Kim on here. Alright, we got 3 big vendors now, or dealers now. I don't know if I'm gonna start laundering yet, because I have a lot of cash. I'm getting close to being able to get the barn, but I feel like it might be better spent continuing to grow my meth with optimal recipe. So I might get another mixer. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get another mixer. Oh, no, because then I'm gonna need another handler. I've already got him working max capacity routes. If I do that, I'd need another... And, I can do one more mixing station for my chemist, but then I wouldn't be able to have my handler. Then I'd have to go fucking mix it, or stack it. Let me try something. I'm gonna get in a shootout with the police. Okay, let's see what happens with that. This is purely for the sake of my curiosity. This won't do anything to progress my goals, but I will start to take control of this city by force and fear. Okay. And just like that, I vanish. Must have been the wind. I was just wondering if they're... Oh, they're still here! I was wondering if there was a level above Wanted, Dead or Alive, like... We must hunt him down, they get like the Men in Black out here, fucking call in the helicopter, but it seems like that's max Wanted level. These recipes are so long. Motor oil, cuke, paramesitol, Addy, what was it? Horse semen, chili, and something else. Like, that is actually like the fucking recipe for the Philosopher's Stone out of Full Metal Alchemist. Like, I don't have time to be mixing all of that myself right now. When I get more mixers and more chemists, I'll start doing it, but right now I'm just sticking with 3. Alright, the boss is sleeping over. No one do something crazy like tickle my feet while I'm sleeping. Hustler 4, nice. Okay, now we're starting to move again. But he is not packaging, unfortunately. I guess he kind of is, just very slowly. Here we go. Now he's going to packing. That's my boy. That's my boy. There you go, William. Look at that dexterity. Holy shit, this man is a true savant. I love it, William. I fucking love it. You're the goat. Hey, look. Peter's been revived. There must be a necromancer in town somewhere. Crazy how not even a bullet to the fucking brain can kill this guy. I wonder if I can do a drive-by. Drive-by! Oh, he's not here yet. Oh, he's at the skate park, not the basketball court. Just give me your money for free, Peter. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You know I wouldn't do that. Let me go get the, meth. There you go, Peter. Oh, our relationship's actually dropped since I shot him. That was finally the straw that broke the camel's back, getting shot. He's like, maybe this guy isn't my friend. He beats my ass like a fucking drum every single time I see him. Let's go, let's start the real estate. I wanna move into the barn so I can get back to making weed too. So it's not just all meth. Alright, give me the laundromat. I don't know, am I doing this preemptively? I feel like this might be a little fuck it. It's fine. Give me the laundromat. We gotta start sometime, might as well be now. Lovely new business. Whoa. This is cool. Will launder 2K. Let's just test it out. Yeah, that's nice. That's real nice. When the update comes out this weekend, will you be adding shrooms to your roster? Oh, for sure I will. Why do you have to launder money in this game? Because it's realistic. This game's more realistic than real life, brother. Austin hasn't texted me yet. I wonder if everything's okay. Benji's sitting on 7K. Molly's sitting on 4K. Like, I'm in really good spot. I can almost afford barn. After some laundering. But Brad is struggling, because I gave him the most bougie clientele with the most, like, dumpster tier meth. So he is treading water. And that's my fault. Like, I knew that would be the case. But I just needed to get him going. How is my first text message of the day from fucking Peter? I have shot this man. Peter, just let me sell it to you now, man. Don't make me go all the way to Taco Ticklers. Come on, brother. Oh my god, hurry up, Peter. Hurry the fuck up, Peter! I'll do it. You know I will. Keep walking! Don't look at me like that. If you ever give me that look again, Peter, I swear to God. Oop. There. Don't ever thank me again. Oh, the game just lagged right when I pulled the trigger. Who's calling? Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, that's right. Oh, you still did it. Have you heard from Austin? Not recently. I actually wonder if Austin killed himself or if he OD'd. Could really be either of them. I laundered $2,000! Let's go! Baby's first money laundering scheme. Whoopee! What do you guys do out here? It's always Geraldine and Jerry up to no good. Bunch of fucking scoundrels. Here, take this. This will improve your conversation. Oh, I broke him up. I wish I could get some more customers going. Who keeps getting executed? Also, where does my laundered money go?
to your bank. Okay. I wasn't paying enough attention. Did I have just 3K in the bank earlier? Stop! Stop! Do you want to buy from me? Stop! Stop! Buy my weed! Get out! Get out! I will push this car into the ocean. Get the fuck out and buy my weed! Or, sorry, meth. Nice. Cool fucking flip. Nice. This guy's fucking epic. Oh. Didn't like that very much. Officer, this man seems to be drunk. Arrest him. Go to the casino. I don't wanna, but couldn't hurt to do a little gamble while I wait. Might as well. Okay. Okay. I don't understand. That's crazy. That's crazy. No, I'm leaving. That was unbelievable. That was unfucking believable. We're gonna do slots. Hey! I won 200. One more time couldn't hurt. It hurt. Back to even. This one's better. This is a better slot, I can already tell. Okay. We'll do one degenerate super spin. All losses. Well, that's probably enough of that. Okay, okay, what else do I need? What are you mixing for meth? Viagra into chili into horse semen. Also, thanks for reminding me, I need more horse semen. I need more horse I actually need more of all of my mixers. Let me just do, can I do a big delivery? Oh, it's only a $200 delivery fee. How quickly does it take to get here? I'll try it later. The gas station's right fucking here. I'm just gonna grab it. Big day, big day. Let me check my dealers. Brad's in the 1,000 club. That's good. Molly at 6K. Benji, my superstar, at 9.4. We're cooking. We are cooking. What else can I do in the meantime for a couple schmeckles? I guess I can just start pickpocketing people for like 20 bucks a pop. Keith, how do you have $43 on you, man? Oh, shit. Oh boy, that is the last guy I wanted to mess up on. I knew he'd be packing. Why'd you make me do this? Molly, you are literally my dealer. Oh, you're not Molly. Austin, don't go over there. You're not gonna like what you find. Trust me. Let's see what's happening at my old apartment. It's a pigsty. Oh, wait. Are they nearby? They're investigating nearby? The big thing is I need a stronger customer base. Or I need my customers to become more rambunctious and to, like, order weed and meth in the same day. So, like, this... Like, let's say Lucy, for example. She's a fucking fiend, right? So let's say Lucy buys meth for me right now. I'd also want Lucy to come back 3 hours later and buy weed. I need to find a way to double milk them. Double fist. $7.35 a gram using this mixture. Oil, Coke, paracetamol, gas, Coke, battery, and then 2 other ingredients. Brother, that's like the fucking back of a cereal box with all those ingredients. I can't make that right now. I don't have enough mixers. I'd have to do that all by hand, and it would take actually fucking forever. What about using the sweatshop to mix more? Well, I'd need to still go buy, like, 500 mixers. Or I guess what I could do is I could just have like one rogue mixer that I put over there. And just mix like the really expensive shit. Which isn't a bad idea per se. I'll just hand mix. I'll just hand mix a batch of 20. Because if I just do one round at night selling the 735 mixture, I'll make a ton off that. While I have everyone else working on my normal staples. That's actually just not a bad idea at all. Okay, what was the recipe again for the 735? It was oil, something, 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 and something. The 735 recipe is for cocaine. Oh, what the fuck, man? Cocaine? Get out of here. What? Are you off your gourd? Coke? In my city? I think not. I think not. You take that shit back to Miami. Get the fuck away from me. A Coke recipe. This is a God-fearing spot. We don't do that. Banana, cuke, paracetamol, gasoline, cuke, battery, horse semen, mega bean is $3.40. That's meth. Okay, we'll do that one. Oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. I took the big thundercuck. Not normal meth. Damn it! I thought I took base meth. There we go. Perfect timing. Only 10?! No, 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 no! Put it back! Put it back! Fuck! I'm taking this away. Oh, god damn it. Oh, we're good. I got the recipe up, hold on. I just needed to grab the normal meth. I brought the bat out for you again, Peter. I know you missed it. You were tired of getting shot. Plus, I need to save ammo. Okay, let's start the mix. Oh, let's get the cuke in there first as well, or I'm gonna forget. So next I need cuke, paracetamol, gasoline, cuke, battery, horse semen, mega bean, and then we're good. Surely I'll remember all of that. I've got no doubt. I already forgot the next ingredient. So I did banana, then cuke, then what was it? Banana, then cuke, what's the next part? Was it paracetamol next? I have plenty of storage, just not here. This is just me experimenting with a new concoction. I'm trying to find penicillin 2, but meth form. Okay, purple crystal. Now the gasoline. Then cuke again. Wow, why would you ever make purple crystal over island piss? It only retails for $2 more. Unless you really just like the effects of paranoia and sneaky. What a waste. What a waste of good meth. What a fucking idiot you'd have to be for that. Depends on the customer. Nah, they'll buy anything. The people in this town, well, at least my civilians, my people, they just love anything that I put out there on the streets. They'll give anything a try. They'd smoke a fart out of my ass if I told them to. So I don't care what their preferences are. They will get what I deliver and really enjoy it. You're losing out on money by not providing variety. See, I heard that same malarkey when I was playing Weed Shop. I just don't lose out on any of it. That's the thing. I still sell just as much product. Mega Splooge been my go-to for meth. It's Addy, iodine, chili, Viagra, horse semen. Insane value like $230, $260. Mega Splooge seems like it's probably pretty good. But I think this is going to be my process. I'm going to have my dealers peddling the Thunderfuck, and I'm going to daily brew this shit and then just sell it every night. So that way I'm getting the huge chunks every night plus the consistent like 120, 150, or sorry, 165, 180. I think this is going to be my process. Ooh, Hairy Ass Blaster at a great value, $224. That is significant, actually. I don't know if you know this, but the names are random for everyone. I did not know that. That is so cute. What? I feel like it's probably not. Alright, the final mix. Alright, Slimy Puke plus Mega Bean. Damn, Slimy Puke, 265 per crystal. Woo! Jiminy Christmas. Let's see what the final form is. I walked it through so many different varieties. From meth to extreme cum, from extreme cum to island piss, purple crystal, extreme splooge, fat thunderfuck, into hairy ass blaster, into slimy puke, and now we're digivolving it one more time. The final Pokemon evolution. This is such a long recipe, it's unbelievable. I feel like I just lose money selling this with how many ingredients I had to buy. Yeah, I know you can name them yourself, I'm not gonna bother. Alright, let's see what we got. Girl Scout Splooge. Wow. What the fuck? Whoa. Whoa. That's not good. But that price, $340? Holy cannoli. You can rename it. Yeah, that one I think I'm gonna rename. How do I rename? That name disturbs me. I don't want Austin hitting me up for Girl Scout Splooge. You can't after you take it out. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, Peter File is going to be over the moon about this new meth. Alright. I'm gonna try and list this pretty high. Just to see, I wonder. Ours is called Glass Barbie. Your name's a lot less disturbing than mine. No text messages yet. Maybe I made it too expensive. Ah, Austin. Good man, good man. Yes, I can sell you that. Of course. Can we use a different name? We'll call it GSS. Of course it'd be Austin, my first taste tester. I am worried I'm not gonna get everyone to buy tonight. It's looking a little grim. I'll just do batches of one. Even Geraldine can only do one. Oh my god, but he caps locked need. He doesn't do that for anything else except for the GSS. Fucking weirdo. Mixing's fun, but if you go too high on sell price, no one will buy it. Customers only have a certain amount of money to spend each day. Okay, so that's kind of what I was wondering. Because I want, like, Miss Ming only ever buys one crystal from me for like 170. So this is good experimenting. What, Kevin? What? Oh, you were the guy that wanted the Thunderfuck. That's right. No, I don't do that anymore. Where are you? I'll try and offer you a GSS. Actually, I'll try and offer this to everyone. Donna, you want a GSS? Hey, enjoy it. Let me see the effects. Pretty good. Pretty fucking good. That looks very cool. Turned her into a damn superhero. Miss Ming is actually buying. Okay. They've got money. They've got some fucking money. Never mind. I'm gonna keep it all to myself and just sell it at night for more money. Yeah, they've got stacks. If Miss Ming can afford to buy when she usually only buys like 170, everyone can afford to buy here. But they can only do one at a time, which is fine. Because one at a time is worth more than 4 fucking thunders. Alright, let's see what we got. Stinky Crack. We take that. How much that go for? $343. Ooh, baby. I feel I can get away with a 370 on that. A little cheaper option. Here you go. The second GSS customer. I actually might try and steal that back. Unless it stuns me. Oh, there's no way. Oh! Jesus, man. A reverse Kubrick stare? Really? How about some stinky crack? Let's see what this looks like. Let me take a peek, George. Let me analyze. Yeah, turned him into like an Adventure Time character. Gave him a sparkle in the same green radioactive gamma radiation glow that the GSS gives. Oh, baby, that's a lot of good cash. Man, I'm gonna have this whole town looking like aliens out here. This is cool. Quick, smoke it, and then stun the cops. Stun the cops. Fuck. No, the cop. Oh, fuck. Stun the cops. I'm gonna try and run them into him. Okay, wait, I can't let myself get... I can't, I'm getting too experimental. Austin! Here it is. Enjoy it. Peter, you sick fuck. I'll let you transform before I kill you. Our relationship has really gone down recently. Imagine this gives him some kind of strength boost. Oh my god, it might have. He just hit me so hard. Okay, not hard enough. Bye, Peter. Oh, I can still see you down there. Pretty shallow water. Damn, look at those earnings. That's my biggest single day so far. I made sexy dick. My employees at the bungalow are probably about out of cash right now, which is why they're not working. But I also don't need them working right now because I still have so much inventory all my dealers are working with. So, it's not that big a deal. He's already sold all the GSS to the rich guys. Molly's over 10k here. Holy. Yeah, I have so much cash right now. I think it's about time I get the barn, but I have to wait for the weekly limits. When are you gonna start selling that all-spark pack straight from Cybertron my boy Sam was tweaking off of? Soon. Maybe that's what I'm making right now. We don't know yet. We've never seen Ultra Splooge before. No one has. So we'll see what happens. Only one... Well, I have two stinky crack deals. We got Sweet Dick. Hey, we still got it. The 353 meth right there. We still hit it. Then we actually got a full-blown fucking Chaos Emerald here. Chaos control this bitch. Let's go. A Sweet Dick in 2025 is big pull for this community. This one, it's going to be a big markup. It's going to be a 415. That took a long time. That was a lot of tender loving care I put into cooking this one up. Bro just made kryptonite. Yeah, I got that kryptonite pack for everyone out here. This is going to be big. Maybe I am doing myself a disservice putting Brad on all of the bougie people. And I keep all of the fucking lamos over here. Except Austin. I can't get rid of Austin. I might swap. I might do a big swap so that way they can afford my product. I'm gonna do that. Alright, I want Elizabeth, Lewis, Randy, and Eugene back. You can take... It needs to be people that are on this side. Like, close to him. Oh god, stop! Get away! I gotta keep Geraldine. But Geraldine hasn't hit me up today. I'm gonna give you Geraldine. Geraldine, I don't fuck with him right now. Kyle also didn't hit me up today. I'm gonna give you Kyle. I think I've started to price them out. Ludwig could afford... Oh, Geraldine did hit me up today, actually. I just noticed. That's fine, though. That's fine. You can only afford one. And I'm gonna give you Miss Ming. No, Miss Ming's been very consistent. I feel like I'm gonna have to give him Peter. And just trust that Brad knows to beat his ass. And I'll never abandon Austin. Even though Austin, notably absent from today's haul. Austin, we need a little time apart. Get your money up and then come see me again. So now, hopefully, since I've expanded my clientele to the rich people, they'll get more from me. For a lot of these customers, it's the last time they're going to interact with me. It's very sad, but hey, you gotta do it sometimes. Austin deserves loyalty. Hey, we're still friends. We're still buds. He's just too poor for me. What? It's a business. It's not a charitable expense. What, you think I can do this for free? Absolutely fucking not. I take no pleasure in abandoning Austin. But it is, again, I can't stress this enough. He has no one to blame but himself. I remember when I was a child, birthdays were always a big deal. My parents would get a cake, I'd have my friends come over, we'd fill up water balloons with a hose, throw them at each other, play some basketball. And I even remember one year my parents had a magician come through, which I thought was super hype. But now I've just seen a video and it makes me kind of embarrassed that my parents only ever got a magician to perform at one of my birthdays when I was a kid, when the optimal choice would have been hiring a coked out superstar dancer to arrive and just be like a fucking wrecking ball destroying my entire house for my birthday. See, that's what a birthday is all about. Your fucking uncle coming through fresh off the meth pipe and just going hog wild. This dude looks like an unholy fusion dance performed between Aaron Paul and Agent 47. And he is going ballistic here with the moves. So they put on the TV, there's another angle, and it just says, mixtape. So I'm guessing dude brought his own music. But since we're in the modern age, he didn't have the boombox on his shoulder. He instead just said, pull up my fucking YouTube channel. I got mixtape ready. Cue it up. I got something. And it's at a 9-year-old's birthday party. And he just wants to be the center of attention. So he's like clearing out, the space here. And he hits a gnarly backflip, actually. That backflip looked like it happened in slow motion. That looked like he did a fucking 0G backflip right there. That was incredible. Pops the balloon with his belly, like a full belly flop balloon bust, which was incredible. And then just when you think he's done with the routine where he's doing one of these side to side and you think he's about to, call it curtains there, he goes for like a full-blown dead drop onto the table like it's WWE and just blasts it, annihilates that table. It was incredible. He did like one of these, like he was about to be like a ODST shock dropped in there like it's fucking Halo or something. It was unbelievable. And he just bounces off. No damage, no problem whatsoever. Like, if I did any of these moves, I would have blown out my ACL, my MCL, my VHS, my BBL, my DVD. Like, my whole body would have combusted. But this guy is blessed by drugs and he's basically immortal right now. He's activated God mode. This is like in, Mario Kart. When you get the star and you can just blast through everything, you're invincible. He's got the star power up right now. And he is utilizing to its fullest potential at a 9-year-old's birthday party for some reason. That true combo of the spine buster into the head spin into like selling a Frankensteiner or whatever he was doing is just, it's mind-boggling stuff right here, what he's able to do without hurting himself. Obviously, that's in no small part thanks to the drugs. This guy is geeked out at 1,000%. But I just can't get over the routine here. Like, he had set his targets on that table. He knew he was gonna fucking destroy that. He had a grudge against it. Come hell or high water, that table would be destroyed. And then even when the birthday boy, the 9-year-old, like, entered the frame and was kind of like making fun of him, like, you know, doing what he was doing, jokingly, trying to have fun, even though his coked out uncle there was, I guess, making his birthday all about him for whatever reason. When he, like, went into the frame there, the uncle pushed him aside in order to clear enough space for him to body slam the table. To, like, frog splash onto the table. He just throws the birthday boy over to the side. It's crazy, and I can't believe that no one was upset about that. Like, the homeowner there, whoever owns the apartment, I can't believe they were just okay with this fucking madman, this lunatic, this raving fucking feral animal destroying their table and, like, ruining this kid's birthday party. Like, I guess he didn't ruin it because the kid seemed like he was, like, you know, laughing about it up until the table got destroyed. Then he seemed pretty upset. Like, he's the only one in that whole room that was like, guys, is this okay? Is this, like, acceptable behavior for an adult? Like, what are we doing here? Like, he's the only one that looked concerned. Everyone else is laughing. Honestly, I'm a little confused by the atmosphere here. I can't say I recall for my 9th birthday my parents inviting all of their friends and only their friends, as well as our drugged out uncle, and I didn't get to invite any of my friends. I think it's a little weird that the birthday boy is the only kid there and everyone else is just an adult that I'm guessing is part of this uncle's posse. Like, they're all friends, I guess, with the way they're responding to his breakdancing. I think that's already kind of weird. And then he makes the whole celebration about his breakdancing, even throwing the kid to the side for it. It's so weird and wacky, but it's also impressive. Like, his moves, they're no joke. Now, the one move that he did that I liked a lot was this one, which was like a bunch of nothing. And it just feels like it's such similar DNA to some of the rancid dance moves that I've cooked up over the years, just for silly, shitty moves. And I'm just honestly impressed. Like, I'm equal parts shocked and confused, like, why he'd be doing this at a 9-year-old birthday party, but also equal parts blown away that he was able to do all of these moves in the first place. Anyway, though, just wanted to yap about that for a little bit. That's it. See ya.